Less than two crews. Go what? Hope you all are doing well. Welcome in for the annual tradition of Cast Reveal Day, where we get together and we kind of act as a command center, looking at all the details. It has been a very fun tradition we've been doing here since Big Brother 23, and today the streak continues. Now, why do I call it a command center? Because legitimately, what happens is we'll get the cast, we'll start looking at it, and then a couple of you will start getting extra information. You'll start seeing people talk about, you know, oh, this person tweeted this or this person has said that, and then you are able to send it in and we can look at it together right here, because I'm not going to be on Twitter. I'm not going to be on Blue Sky. I'm going to be parked right here with y'all, looking at the bios, looking at the videos, and having our first reactions. We've had some very, very big reactions in the past on some of the answers these house guests are giving in the DR before the season begins, and it's a very fun time. So I hope you enjoy. It is an early morning for me, let me tell you. It's 10 a.m. my time. I'm typically just waking up or still asleep at the moment. So I'm here, and I've got the world's biggest coffee. Let me put it next to my face so you know it's real. Look at that, look at the size on it. The size on it, chat. We're excited. And also, I know that this is typically a day where we're going to see some new faces in here. So those of you that are joining us today for the first time, welcome. And I hope you enjoy your stay here with us. We're going to have fun. Like I said, everything I just described is what's going to happen. I will be reading everything in the chat as well. So feel free to let yourself be known. Or if you have any questions, you can ask me. Or, you know, if you ask a question and I miss it, my lovely community will be sure to answer it for you. We pride ourselves in being one of the best, most supportive communities out there, so I'm sure we can provide in that realm. If I miss anything in the chat today, I do apologize, because usually this is the day where there's more traffic than other streams, so I might be missing a little bit of pep in the old step. Okay, all right, real quick, because there's no way I can go say hello from the early chatters out the beginning. Let me say thank you to all the resubs that I'm seeing here. Pam, thank you with the 33rd month. Pinky with the 56th month. Appreciate it. Bots was with the 43. Thank you. Citadel with 18. No, sorry, 22. Appreciate it. And Boss was 46. Thank you for that. Perzo, thank you for 9 months here and your prime. Appreciate that. Meh, welcome for month number 35. Daryl with the 44. McKinley Spud with number 12. Marking a year. Thank you. Lori with the 19. Thank you so much. BB Lisa with the 3rd month. Thank you. And we have got Bald Cattle with 31 and Sarah Beth with 26. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Paddington Lover, first time follower, welcome in. Ike, welcome in. All right. I'm newish in Twitches and hearing impaired. Is there a CC option anyone's aware of? Shoot, you know, okay, so what you could do actually, D3, is there's a Google, is it called Google Live something transcript? Maybe there's a Google add-on that you can add that then adds subtitles to the bottom of videos, because I think there is a function on Twitch, but if I'm being very transparent with you, I've never used it and I don't think I've set it up, but there is a Google add-on. If someone can find that for D3, I would appreciate that. Taylor, so except for the season, give me something to do when it's stupid out. Right. Neebs, I feel like I saw your message earlier saying what's my prediction for house guest number 17. Low key, for a while now I've been thinking that there isn't a 17th house guest, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna be the first person murdered, and then the rest of the beginning of the pre-jury, the next 4 or 5 weeks, we're gonna have clues in the house that will unravel the murder. But what they'll really unravel is a unprecedented power, where you get power never before seen in the Big Brother house. That's kind of where I was thinking. But if you want me to name a name, I feel like a lot of people are saying Rachel Riley. I feel like a lot of people have said, well, and for a little while people were looking at Survivor being the case, like a Survivor player. The reality is I don't know. I just feel like, and like then I've heard rumors that, you know, if people were on The Amazing Race this past season that it hasn't aired yet, then they're not allowed to be on, which removes 2 big BB26 people I thought it could be. So yeah. Leslie, thank you for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Didi Wilder, thank you so much for your sub as well. Appreciate it. Pooya is great. Glad you do this. Thank you, thank you, Beth. Thank you. I have fun doing this. I really have fun doing this. This means a lot to me. Get to do this every year. We have a fun time. Rachel posted yesterday in chat BCC, so I don't think it's her. I mean, that's what I've been saying. You see, we might get 24-hour flashback on the feast this year. I did. That is huge news if we do get that. Honestly, if we're able to get... Sorry, chat. I realized that I've set 1,800 alarms. And they are all still on and running. There we go. That's fixed now. Yeah, that would be huge. 24 hours of flashback is better than no flashback, quite frankly. So we'll take it. Someone from the challenge that isn't doing it anymore? Or do we think it's a CBS person? I feel like I don't know. They said polarizing. I think that's the thing that's really got people thinking. I've heard Vanessa Russo as well because of the word polarizing. The word polarizing carrying a lot of weight with a lot of the predictions people are making. So who knows? Pharaoh, hello, welcome in. T-Sauce, hey, appreciate it, T-Sauce, thank you. Amy, thank you for the 40th month as well, appreciate that. We are so back, babes, you know it. It's Rob, he went right from Scotland to LA to sequester. Be cool, everyone. Relax, Sam. 100. I really hope for 24 hours. That's all I need, to be honest. 100%. 24 hours is enough to keep you on top of things. It's like, you know that you have some grace period, but you'll definitely check it out within that day, you know? Don, I think we're month number 56. Appreciate it. Can't Brendan just chat for her? I suppose so. Brendan's also in it, so Brendan would have to be using 2 phones to do it. Let me tell you, I'm on Chat BCC as well for this season, and I'm overwhelmed. There's too many apps. So I can't imagine being someone who's operating 2 phones with 6 apps and 6 accounts. That's not a life meant for me. I know that there are I know that there are social media managers out there that do this shit, and you know, that's second nature to them. It's not for me. I can't do it. I have a hard time replying to 3 messages. But you're right. It could very well be just him. Donna, thank you for month number 56. If I have said that already, I apologize. Well, it'll be a funny, polarizing thing to do. In what context, Meg? Polarizing according to Julie, so it could be nothing crazy. I mean, it's Julie. You're not wrong. Yes. I love Vanessa, but would casuals remember her to be a solo returnee? I think so, Ryder. I think so. The thing with casuals, they remember, like, marquee people. And I think Vanessa is one of those marquee people, more from the modern era, but still marquee. Thank you, Raylash. Welcome in. It was like 5M last season. What was 5M last season? Hamster Rush dropped the first initials of all the players. 4 A's, 1 I, 1 J, 3 K's. This is diabolical. 1 L, 1 M, 2 M's, R, V, W, and Z. Okay, so do I want to just like out the gate be like, I'm rooting for the Z and the V because my last name initials are Z and V? I don't know. I don't want to blank root for anybody and then find out I hate them. So let's not do all that. We'll see. We'll see. The people with the burner accounts talking to themselves, delicate. A world that I could never be a part of. That is too much to me. That is way excessive. Chance that the Mystery House guest is just another version of Ainsley. Honestly, Tyler, that's what I thought would happen. But then I guess what I gotta ask, the VNC were in the promo of it? Okay, never mind. Then I take it back. Tyler, here's the thing. I very well could see it, and it would be very Big Brother to just repeat the same thing again. So we all know that. Yeah, the V and the Z. I'm out, chat. I'm not rooting for them. I mean, listen, we'll see. We'll learn more about them. Matcha, thank you for the 19-month. Appreciate you. Of course, I have a work meeting at the time of the drop. Well, Matcha, listen, work is a lot. There's a lot that's about to happen in a little bit here. But the good news is when you finish work, it's like the biggest reward. Biggest reward. Is RSGP be doing a draft this year? You know it. Pull up tomorrow. That's when the draft's going to be. I think moving forward, chat, we should be on the same page. We should be on the same page because I've predicted now when the cast is going to be for the last couple of years, and there's been a trend. I think always look at it this way. When is the premiere date? Okay, go back 2 days. That's when the cast will drop. Put the draft in the middle of those 2 days, and that's it. They don't give us more time than that anymore. So next year, trust, I'm probably going to lock in this time to go live. The 2 days prior to the premiere, around like noon Eastern. That's the move. Kelly, and Kelly. Ike, if they put 3 Kellys in the house, that would be wild. We'd have to immediately establish nicknames or last names for some of them to make the live feed updates work. I do the online fan searching. These people online find all their likes and interests. Well, it's part of what happens. I was thinking of Miss Rachel. She was the new Ainsley. Oh, like she's not a player, but just in the house as like a robot. Dwight said he recognized someone in the promo. Dear God, I don't know if I'm gonna listen. I don't know. The Dwight stamp of approval. There's been hits and misses. Right, I'd be disappointed if it was another Ainsley. Please, that'd be a real person, preferably a returnee. See, I don't even want a returnee. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it's a returnee, I don't want them to be a Big Brother player. I want them to be a alumni of another show. Lassie, says Tenveer. Tenveer, what do you mean, Lassie? My wild guess is AI of a past player. Oh God, that could very well be the case. Also, we've seen them do it with Kaser. Well, I don't think Kaser was an AI in that season for the pressure cooker. I think it was just a video of him they captured. But something like that I could see. Katie, thank you for the 48th month. Appreciate it. I love Lassie. Well, good for you, Tenveer. Am I the minority by not wanting a returning player, but rather someone who's never played? I mean, me as well. Who won the draft last season? Chelsea was Melissa. I think Melissa won the draft. 4th or 5th year in a row being in a cast real stream. Let's go. Woo! Appreciate Icebox. Today's my 60th off in a row. Oh, damn. Jamie, thank you for the 30th month. Appreciate it. Oops, all Kellys. I think they'll release the cast when they move in now, so no alternates are announced. Yes, I agree. The day has come, brother. Yes, Lamb. Put a random Survivor Kelly on it, like a forgotten one as well. Could see that. Could be down. Yeah, one of the guys in the promo is friends with Sammy from 43. That I did know. I think they're scared of having to replace someone at the cast. Yes. Huge day, y'all. Absolutely leaky. This is the last day of Peace Chat. Starting in about 30 minutes, 30-some minutes, okay? 30-some minutes, what's going to happen? This cast is going to drop. I'm going to switch over to the scene where my browser is available to you, and we're going to start putting links in there and looking at them as things go down. Then what's going to happen is we're going to get more information, more links. We clicky, clack, do that, okay? So that's going to happen. And then from here on out, chat, it's going to be speculation on these house guests for 2 days. Who's this person's going to... I bet you... We don't have time for it because I don't think 30 minutes is enough time. We could make a bingo card of first week of Big Brother. And I'm telling you, someone would get bingo by tomorrow. Because I think we're going to see fan cams already before the season's even started. I think there's going to be people who are like, nah, fuck this person. There's going to be people saying, I'm rooting for these three and nobody else. There's a lot of that's going to happen. And then there's going to be a lot more speculation on what the twists are. And then the premiere is going to happen. And you're going to see people, myself included, be like, man, fuck the premiere. Like, we're going to watch the premiere, be like, that was awful. That was boo. Boo, we hate the premiere. Not enough time. Why isn't it live moving? Fuck this. And then it's going to go off air. And we're going to be like, boo. Fuck this. Where are the feeds? You're not giving me feeds. Why am I not getting feeds? Feeds, it's stupid we're not getting feeds. And then no feeds, no feeds, no feeds till Sunday. Then Sunday night, everyone becomes a shoot, what's the word I'm looking for? Antisocial, because we're all going to be locked into these computers watching 16, maybe 17 people we do not know in real life play a game that is sometimes fascinating, sometimes the best, and sometimes the worst. And we're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna have a fun time. And everyone's gonna be normal. No one's gonna make parasocial relationships with these house guests. No one's gonna take it too far. At least that's the hope. Oh wow, Papaya. How are you getting this breaking news that apparently Donna Kelsey is on the Traitors? I remember joining your cast for this last year and so on. Thank you, Dancer. I appreciate that. I try very hard to, keep a combination of both. We're watching the videos and learning about the house guests and also giving my quick analysis on them as well. If we don't do it this year, we should do it next year for sure. We can all agree to not like the guy that follows the NRI on social media, right? I mean, I would be down to do that. I'd be down. Luckily, I'm off next week, so I'm ready for the feast to kick off. Love that. Will the RHP podcast of the announcement be uploaded on Spotify today? Would love to listen to it on my way home from my night shift. GMT says, FYI, this is Ollie. Ollie, I would bet on it. I believe not soon after the cast dropping, as it happens every year, Rob and Taryn will be live on the RHAP stream. Probably an hour, 2 hours after the cast is dropped to give their immediate assessment or immediate reaction, more so, because they don't watch all the videos in depth like we do on the pod, but that should be available for you by whenever your shift is done, hopefully, for sure, if not already on YouTube by the time your shift is done. Hey, appreciate it, Ollie from Ireland. Love that, Ollie. I can't wait for Ireland's Trader season that is in the works, but I don't know when it's gonna come out. When was the last time there was a good season? Chat, you want to field this one? What do you think? I've enjoyed quite a few of these seasons, you know. I've enjoyed quite a few of these seasons, this little run we've been on. Obviously, there's been frustrating parts. Is it possible for feeds to crash because too many people? Sometimes there can be lag. Like, what my recommendation is for the first night of feeds, boot up your feeds page an hour and a half before the feeds are open, because if you boot up like 10 minutes ago, you might not log in proper. I usually will boot up and leave it on my like second monitor until the feeds start, so that I make sure I'm in, you know what I mean? Would that be Rob's first video podcast since Traders? No. First one that's not that's public, maybe. Have I spoken to Rob? Indeed I have. The patrons know this because we did a podcast. Actually, I can talk about this. Me, Brandon Donlin, and Mike Bloom had Rob on a podcast yesterday, and we talked about everything Rob missed while he was gone. It was very fun. I definitely recommend to check it out if you are a patron of RHAP. Also, his new setup looks lovely. My hot take is I think Republicans should be on Big Brother because then I can make fun of them. Listen, you need people you're rooting against. If you do not have people you're rooting against, you're doing something like you need that on a good Big Brother season, I feel like. 25 was good. I enjoyed 25. I even enjoyed parts of 26. 24 had some horrible moments and then some highs, but horrible moments were very horrible. Taron will be breaking down Off-Wheel's gameplay every day. Live feed updates. He'll be there. It's not BB if you don't hate all of them at the end of the season. We can appreciate moments in the season in hindsight. Hell yes, Pam. Atria says, don't know if this was talked about earlier, but this is the late cast release production's hope of not having a fandom find someone they need to remove last second like in recent years. Maybe. I think that's entirely possible. I just feel like, haven't we been finding people and removing people before, like, even though there's not enough time anyway? Like, didn't Joseph get put on the season when we only had 2 days worth of cast? So, like, it happens all the time. I don't understand why they don't do it sooner. 26 was a solid 6 out of 10 season. And hey, 6 out of 10 is averaged out, right? I think there's been moments where it was like 2 out of the 10 season, and then moments where it was like an 8 out of 10 season. Big Brother starting my birthday weekend doesn't get better than this. Actually, yes, if we had first week feeds. Exactly, Savvy. Exactly. That would make it better. Good but rough with a great ending for B24. First half of B25 was good. Sure. Just saying hi and a work meeting I actually have to listen to. Sounds good, Patty. Take care. Good luck with the meeting. Recap Bob with Rob was fun. Thank you, Papaya. Are the feeds still available through Pluto? I believe so, yes. Has it hit you that you'll be giving Rob an exit interview when he hopefully wins Traders? No, it hasn't hit me yet, but it's going to be so fun when it happens. Does your feed page appear? Mine is not showing on Paramount Plus. I haven't checked yet, Furrow. Someone referred to the podcast and I couldn't find it. Glad to know his Patreon. I'll watch you there. Sounds good, Chrissy. Rob catch up. How was smoking? It was good. You had Rob on a podcast? Exactly. You know what I said. While that Sam Asghari has you living in his mind rent-free. Bro, why is this man perceiving me? I'm just a person on the internet. Wild. You know how wild it is to the millennial in me that Britney Spears' ex-husband not only knows who I am, but thinks about me often? Wild. That degree of separation is nuts to me. The thing about Big Brother is always going to annoy you in some level. 100%. All right, I'm going to scroll down a little quick. Oh, no, we're caught up. Okay, we're about caught up. I like season 18. I feel like I'm the only one. 18 was a good time. 18 was an absolute good time, Chaos. There's a fine line between Republican and bigot. I think that's what they need to toe in casting. Emily, sign me up for that logic. I agree with you. Living for the bunk beds? Same. Living for the bunk beds, not living for someone eventually having sex in those bunk beds. I do think 24 has had some horrible ones, but I don't think there's a single dud week outside of maybe the Terrence boot. I don't disagree. Ollie, thank you for gifting a sub to Molly Rat. Appreciate that from you. Thank you so much. Hopefully Peacock gives us the Rob interview. If they don't give us the Rob interview, we riot, Sam. They took the feed page down today. Oh my God. If they took it down to remove the 24-hour thing, I'm going to be pissed. Any Leviathan thoughts to share? May, I'm ready for the season to be done. Like, it's been a fun ride, but like, I like yesterday, I was like, this is a fine episode, but like, enough. I feel like we milked it too much. We need to move on. Maybe that's also the part of the Big Brother drop happening in me. But I've had a good time. It's been a great, fun season for me. Frustrating moments, but very fun season all the same. I think the interacting with the public about it has been great too. Persian Sam obviously has a crush. I mean, do you blame him? Rob reacting to the Sam thing had me sent. That was what I had to contribute to him. Exactly, Gabagoof. Closer than my degree of separation to Taylor Swift. It hasn't hit me that Rob has a full body and not just upper torso. Oh, you just wait till you see the body. I didn't mean that in any type of way. I think it's too early. This is how much coffee I've had. Not a lot. You can still see the liquid. There's still too much coffee. I want people cussing each other out on the bunk beds? Yes. Let's go, Nikki! Hell yeah, I'm so excited. Less than 25 minutes, actually, exact. People in the chat also think about Pooya too much. Do they? Hopefully not the way Sam Asghari thinks about me. Definitely over Love Island this season is done. Let's just name a winner. We're good to move on. Just give Amaya the money. Let's move on. I was bored with last night's episode. Sierra news was upsetting to learn yesterday. Yeah, Sierra's not going to be having a good time outside. Oh, we're so ready for some Robert fan service in the tub. Oh, yeah. The Rob thirst traps are going to be real, chat. Nicole's going to have your number. Listen, Nicole and I, we're friends. What a cute Friends Cup. Thank you. Yeah, this is, I think, one of my early... First of all, I think the earliest gif of me on the internet is me drinking out of this mug, which I do not think we have in gif form on the... Oh, no, we do. Yeah, there we go. My first ever gif was me with this mug. But I really like a big mug, and I bought this mug from a Winners in Canada. Shout out Canada. And yeah, it's been in my arsenal since. I'm doing great. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. You can mean it in a type of way. It's okay, match 2025. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean the whole like him having a crush on me way. I mean him having like this like beef against me way. Emily, come on now. Too much milk? How dare you, Yusuf? Let a man have his coffee the way he likes it. The coffee cup reminds me of the Looney Tunes show when Bugs had a huge ass cup of coffee. Valid. This is just practice for when you gotta get up for recap with Tarrant. This is true. Although depending on when the live feed update, the exit interviews are, I might have the late live feed update again this season. We'll see. Also, it's way too hot in this house. So Uncle Pooya thirsty over Raza. Y'all need to relax, Henry. Okay. Lurking while I'm at vet appointment. Back soon. Hope y'all have fun. Thank you, Melissa. Hope everything goes smoothly. I'm scared of Love Island fans. Leaky. That is wild. You know, it's a wild world we live in. When we say that, knowing there are Big Brother fans that do the same, if not worse, out there. But I do feel like there's been a bit of a Big Brotherification of the Love Island fandom this year. That's how it's felt. Hey, Henry, thank you for using your Prime sub on me. Welcome back for month number 8. Appreciate it. It's the gift that keeps on gifting. Hey, Papa, you know what's up. You hate coffee? Raylatch? We might not be the same in that realm. Also, yes, I also was sad there was no Goose Goose this week. I had no internet, chat. For 2 days, I had no internet. And the only two things I could think of was, this is fucked because all my work is online and all my work is from home and I can't do any of that. So what the hell? And my second worry was, please, if this cast drops on Monday, I am cooked. Now, luckily, I had internet by the time I woke up yesterday, so I would have been fine. But it made me realize how dependent I am on the internet, which is, I think it's a bad thing, but it's because I'm at home and I'm working. Like, in that world, I don't think it's bad. You know what I mean? I don't think it's bad, but I'm addicted to the internet. That's what I learned. What's the weather like in Minneapolis? It's sunny. You see that glare? It's sunny. All right. The Blind Phantom is becoming the new BB Online Phantom, and they refuse to admit it. Right, exactly. Thirst traps are just weird to me, especially when a stranger does it, and it's all strangers doing it. After BB does, Winner's been on my shit list. I don't blame Winners for it. I like a splash of coffee added to my cup of milk and sugar. Yeah, so what I do is coffee, splash of skim milk, and a sweet and low, and that's it. My internet went out last Monday because the storm fried the tower. It was miserable. Right. I played so much 2K this weekend because it was one of my only games that I could play offline. So I work in digital marketing. My entire company is that. Right, which is more so why I was frustrated with my internet service provider, because I was like, Bruh, like you are I pay for you to run. Like you cannot just be gone and have no explanation from me for 2 days. Did you at least still have mobile data? I did. So last month I used about 7 gigs of mobile data, right? Last month. This month, because of the outage, I've used about 5 gigs in the 2.5 days I didn't have internet. So there you go. But it's unlimited, so I'm good. That's why you're so good at your job invested. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Wait, you're my city. I live in Connecticut now. Yeah, Connecticut. I live in Minnesota now. My opinion is just a bad thing. It just is right. That hurt to look at the glare. Yes. I don't watch Love Island, but is it only rated TVMA because swearing, or is there nudity as well? No nudity. Swearing and some heavy kissing and grinding at times. I thought you opened the window to heaven. All right, chat. I must go now. Oh god, it got a little cloudy, so it's not as bright. But also, look at this. I like that everything is gone except for the beard stays. You still see the beard in its full form. "19 minutes, chat. Can you believe it?" I've had moments without internet, Pooya, too, and to be honest, sometimes it was so needed for my mental health and not having internet access. Good detox. 100% I agree with that. I will have days where there's no internet days, but when I need my internet, like, let me tell you this. I've been enjoying my gaming at night. I've been playing the new season of Fortnite. I've been enjoying it. And like I was like, oh, Saturday I'll get some game time, it's cool. And then just the internet decided to not let me have what I wanted. And so I felt I had internet. No, you can't really say internet blue balls without people taking it, sideways. But that's what it was. I just felt like I didn't have my internet. I don't know. Since when did you move to Minnesota? I've been here for about 2 months now. Do ISP give you a credit for the outage? I intend on getting it, yes. Might be good to invest in a hotspot. Honestly, might have to if it happens again. But the fan will always be. I just read that, so we're good. We're good. A week from Saturday, I have to go down to Fort Wayne, Indiana on a 3-hour car drive. No internet, so that will suck. Podcast, though. You got to make sure you stock up on some pods. Now we know when all is gone, the beard will remain. Yes. Hey, Ben the Goat. Thank you so much. One of my favorite podcasts. Salute, bro. Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Turner does own his own business, the carpet business, right? Like a rug making business. Want to see your face through the glare with the curtain open? Right. Do you fuck with Blitz Royale mode? Every now and then. I'm still more of a zero build regular Battle Royale truther, but Blitz Royale is also a good time. Better than Reload. Reload does my head in. I'm going crazy watching my phone for a hamster watch or Sharon Tharp notification. Ollie, the good news is, if you're still in the stream, as long as you have it, as long as you can hear me, the minute something happens, you will know, because we have 330 friends in here, and we are going to funnel all the information into this screen right here. So you're set. I don't stock on podcasts and don't do headphones. Oh God, you don't do headphones? Damn. See, I don't listen to all my podcasts, so I've always have something to listen to, and I'm like, I think I wear headphones more than I don't have headphones on, whether in ear or over ear. My opponents of the fan base sent hate to Turner and Angela business. I made the fan base look unhinged. Oh, and honestly, that will continue to happen. It's the grossest thing about being a fan of Big Brother, in my opinion, is having to be roped in with all the fandom. What do you miss most about living in Canada? Poutine, shawarma, my sister, my cat Winston. Liquidated, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Are you psyched? You stoked? Because I can't wait. Less than about 15 minutes left, actually. JJ, thank you for the 14-month here. Appreciate you. Ari says, this is my second year watching Big Brother Experience. Well, Ari, first time chatter as well. Welcome in. Now, Ari, how positive was your experience last year? What made you come back for year number 2 is what I'm trying to ask here. Clatherius, welcome in. You're ready. Love to hear it. I also have limited data. That's fair. Ray, that's fair. I haven't sleep in my headphones. I'll put one earbud in if I'm watching or listening to something while I'm going to bed, but typically I'll realize I'm too sleepy and I'm not retaining anything, so I'll just remove the headphone before I pass out. When my dingo put up the names on Blue Sky. Ooh, we got names. All right, let me judge them on a first name. Judge a book by literal cover here. Why are we following the info in chat or Discord? Both. I would say chat. Go for sharing links in here. I'm happy with that. Discord's also fine though if you want to do that. What happened to Winston? Winston lives with my sister now. I didn't move Winston with me, basically. For the RHP draft, you need to a worse pig punishment like getting last in fantasy leagues. Ooh, like the whole Waffle House or McDonald's, you got to eat Big Macs to shave off an hour type thing. Winston, new girl fan? Yeah, Quinn. So what happened was, when I got Winston, I was like, I want a sophisticated name, but also I was a big fan of New Girl. Big fan of Winston on New Girl. Winston loved his cat. So I was like, this is an easy name, Winston. And honestly, it fits. It fits Winston like a glove. You got Kelly right? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Chat. The names are Adrian, Amy, Ashley, Ava, Isaiah, Jim, Catherine, Keanu. Please be rootable, Keanu. I want to root for Keanu over everybody. I hope Keanu's good. Kelly, Lauren, Mickey, Morgan, Riley. Ooh, I've never seen Riley. Have you ever seen Riley spelled R-Y-L-I-E, chat? Because I haven't. Vince, Will, and Zach. Jerry Bob Phil, welcome in. Daja says we've got a pretty good shawarma place here in Syracuse, New York. Love that. Yeah, in my experience, my shawarma places in Connecticut were not hitting the same. I wear adult diapers for 2 reasons. Number 1 and number 2. Very nice, Aaron. Very nice. Last year was an experience. I really like watching the live feeds because it gave the whole story. Plus, it put up so many stats and records. Just an amazing season. I'm happy you enjoyed, Ari, and welcome back. Keanu's Keanu Reeves. I've been on Twitch forever, but happy to be here today. Sarah, I'm happy you're back. Welcome in. Or that cat from the movie Keanu. That's the other one I thought of as well. Riley is unhinged. That's going to be mess. Yes. Willem says, hey, Pooya, I'm sorry if this has been asked a billion times, but what are your theories opinion on the Mystery 17th? So my thing was twofold. My more popular thought is that it's going to be the 17th house guest is the person murdered, and the first half of the season is going to be uncovering their murder, right? You got to find the murder weapon. You got to find which room it was, and there's going to be clues. And then when you find it, you get like a power. That's what I think. But then, you know, some people have thrown out some suggestions on it's going to be like Big Brother House Guest or something. How is Zach spelled? As Z-A-C-H. Zach. Zach. Son from Oklahoma. Riley is not shocking. No, it's not spelled that way, though, Jamie. It's not spelled L-E-I-G-H. It's spelled R-Y-L-I-E. Like Rye, R-Y, and then lie. Riley. Mickey makes me think of Mickey Mouse. So, see, sadly, it makes me think of Mickey Rourke, which is not good. I'd rather make me think of Mickey Mouse. I've seen many spelt that way. My daughter has had a Riley. Oh, okay. There's a lot more than I've seen. Okay, that's just on me then. Trying to decide which 2 names give older house guests. Mickey could give older house guests for me. I would say Mickey and I would say Catherine are my 2 predictions for an older house guest. Or Jim. I feel like I've not seen a person named Jim that's like younger than 35 at this stage. So... yeah, Jim. Okay, we're on the same page. Oh, Catherine's in one of the promos? Okay, Jim and Mickey, lock it in. Jim and Mickey. Do you want to watch the ET house tour? We've already seen the house. So I'm fine to just wait for this cast to drop, honestly. Unless y'all want the house tour. Then we can maybe discuss it. Is that Dave? If not, forgive me. I'm British voice blind. Let me see what that... it was a playlist I've... no, that was Sammy Vergie and Skepta. That was Skepta, not Dave. A big game of Clue, basically. Exactly. Zachy Wirt joining Big Brother. If Zach Wurtenberger was on Big Brother, you know how amazing that first week is going to be? And what his vote out confessional is going to be? Also, he'd have the opportunity to do the wildest thing ever, be the first person in the history of CBS to be the first out on 2 shows. But that won't happen, will it? Have I ever seen the rest of it? I've watched like the first little bit, but no. Maybe you say it Riley. There's no, if this person's name is Riley, that would be wild. That would be wild. We know the Zach is because of the CBS League commercial. Anthony, that's true, but let Quinn fantasize. You know, don't burst his bubble. Zach was in the promo. There we go. Yes. Also, the promo dropping, that fucking like 5 people getting figured out. I didn't have internet. I didn't have internet, chat. I didn't have internet. I didn't skip back to my 2 Hey, Tom, I'm happy. I love it. My son's best friend is Jim in his 30s. Okay, Laura, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I have a meeting at noon. I'll be back when that's done. Good luck, Henry. Hopefully it's finished sooner rather than later. Both Natalie and Nadia were first boots in Amazing Race and Survivor. You know what, Jess? You're true. You're right. You're right. But not Big Brother, though. Not Big Brother, though. That was a funny leak. I assume accidental. Given that we haven't seen more, I would assume so also. But here's my thing. To me, it was a test, right? It was like, maybe this year we give them the cast sooner. Maybe this year we give them the cast sooner. So let's dip our toes in. Let's release let's release a quick video with 5 people's faces and see how the people react. And what did the public do? Within a matter of minutes, they had these people's names, social media accounts, what they've said before, what they've done, and they were like, nah, B, we're giving it to them on Tuesday. There's no way we can give it to them earlier. They're gonna figure everything out. So yeah. It's Kylie with an R. What, Laura? Is this the 4th BB Will? Or am I forgetting one? Will BB14. Will Dr. Will. No. Was his name? Wait. What was the Hans brother's name? Was it Willie Hans? Does that count? Was it Willie? Or am I thinking of a different Hans brother? And BB5 Will? Hey, Sydney, welcome in, tuning in from my hostel in Amsterdam. Couldn't miss this cast, Sydney. Hope you're having a good time in Amsterdam. And hey, we're here together. 9 more minutes to go, and the cast is dropping, and we're going to have some fun times abound. Yes, Willie Hans. There we go. Willie, yeah, okay. I was bought the internet on my flight for this. Jen, hopefully the internet was worth it. Hopefully it wasn't too expensive either. It's not Isaiah 8-Ball, is it? I can guarantee you it's not Isaiah 8-Ball. I can guarantee that. Also, wasn't Isaiah one of the 5? Or am I making that up? If you ever need someone investigated, trust fans. Exactly. I'll be lurking 5-hour training at 11. Damn, I love shoes. I'm happy I can listen but not react much. No worries, I love shoes. I'll make sure to describe things as best as I can. Yeah, Isaiah was in the promo. See, come on, Liv. Come on, pull it together, Liv. Just kidding. I know it's very early for you. Also, I opted to stand chat for the start of the stream because I felt like I was too tired. And I wanted energy. And I think this is exactly what we needed was energy. Yep, Isaiah Vance, Zach, Ashley, and Catherine were the 5 we have seen. Okay, there we go. Wasn't there a long-haired Will? I counted that one. That was a Will and BB14 on top of Willie Hans, both on the same season. Opted for no bed. You stayed up. You're pulling an all-nighter for this. Live. This isn't feeds. Oh, this song's good. The real ones know about the blue shirt guy. Tis the season. Do we think we get interviews today? Yes. So what we're gonna get is we're gonna get the whole cast, all the faces. We're also gonna get videos. We're gonna get transcribed versions of those videos. Our favorite journalists are gonna have stuff for us ready to read and dissect. Shout out to Sharon Tharp. Shout out to Mike Bloom. I will say they are the 2 people I prioritize here when it comes to links. So I'll be looking at their links, but feel free to also click on those links when we put them in the chat, just to make sure they get their monies and their clicks as well. Also, the one and only da baby Andy, thank you for resubscribe for month number 50. Listen, they made a mistake not putting another 50 on your name, but I do appreciate you putting this 50 on your name by being here with me for 50 months, man. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Big Brother season is upon us. 7 minutes to go, chat. Let's not forget the reveal houses that never made it premiere night, like Christy, Mike the sailing instructor, and the BB24 guy's name escapes me. Shit, what was his name? He was on The Circle and America's Got Talent. What was his name? He had a very... Marvin. Thank you, chat. I was he had a name someone else has had already. Happy cast reveal day to you too, Andy. Jidge Day with the 11th month here. Appreciate you using your 1 Prime here on me. Welcome back into the Lesson 2 crew. Been out of country, but I'm back. Some more streams. Welcome back, and good time to come back too. Big Brother season, cast drop season. It's gonna be a good time. I heard there was a Matt who got removed, but that could be a lie. I mean, I don't know. This is only my 2nd season I'm watching the feeds, so can someone explain how much info is missed without the first week of feeds, and how much can people piece together after what happened? So what happens, Willem, is when there's no first week of feeds, if there was a big alliance made or a blow up, you just don't know about some of those stuff till later. For example, if I remember this correctly, because I'm very bad with memories, Twitch in Korea doesn't show any of your videos in case curious. Damn, what? Is it just Twitch blocked in Korea, Ginge? Which I don't think it is. Anyway, what was I saying? So Big Brother 18, Victor had what did Victor do in the first week? Did he kiss somebody or have like a little romantic thing with somebody, and then they weren't together by the time feeds came on? Like stuff like that can just go through the cracks, and you might not know. You might not know. We've had entire relationship start and break up before the feeds. Right, exactly. Oh, Kat and Mickey had a showman's pre-feeds. Victor and Natalie. There we go. He's flirting with Natalie. Yes. I want live feeds to start so I could. So I can't wait. So I can't productive on my computer. What you mean by that? 5 more minutes, chat. Welcome in Pixie Sticks. Victor and Natalie. We didn't know how to mini showman's pre-feeds. Right. So sometimes, and like you might not know why someone went out. Let me give you the worst thing that can happen without week 1 feeds. Worst thing that can happen is what happened to Taylor in Big Brother 24. Without first week feeds, you'd have no idea that's happening. No idea. Like she would have, the show could have made us been like, oh, no, she fucked up. That's the worst thing that can happen, which you don't want to happen. Could you imagine a world where that's the narrative that gets run? Fuck that. We knew better. With feeds, you know better. And I think that's the key. I only wish sometimes the people who have access to feeds would know better to not harass these house guests and their families. But you know, it is what it is. We have only had Daniel and Paloma's word. Exactly. I was just talking about how we need first week feeds because of Taylor. Exactly. That's the best example we have. Izzy knowing Jared and his... Yes. Izzy knowing Suri and Jared too. Like we could have seen that on the app for sure, but not to the extent we know how much Izzy knew, you know? So for Taryn's sake, we get some pet peeves. We'll get everything. Don't worry, Anthony. Also, Taryn uses the pet peeves more for Survivor drafting, not so much for Big Brother drafting. Oh yeah, I gotta have my text open. Sorry, 1 sec. It doesn't seem like the 50% BIPOC is meant just based on the names. LOL. I guess we'll see in 4 minutes. Yeah, you don't want to judge names by cover. Let me sip a coffee before we do this. You never want to judge a book by its cover. You never know what names. You never know. You shouldn't judge by that. Meow. We are back. We are so back, in fact. Missing out on Frenchie and Angela craze would have sucked too. Exactly. HOH-itis from Frenchie, HOH-itis from Angela. Angela's Matt speech would have been gone. Like, there's too much you could miss. Maybe we can't judge people by their names. I mean, that's what I'm saying, Papaya. Would have missed most of Angela and Matt messiness. Exactly. I'm surprised Big D and Tiff didn't leak the cast like last year. Did they leak the cast last year? Crazy Eyes. You calling me Crazy Eyes? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? My eyes are pretty big today. What the fuck? Why can't they do this at noon PT? Because get off your ass, BB president. Wake up. Wake up, Canada. Wake up, USA. It's Big Brother Day. You don't need sleep. You don't need sleep right now. Get hyped. I promise I'm here for Big Brother. How do I search that I got 5 on it remix? Tomako, I can put it in the chat for you. Are you a Spotify person? Are you a Spotify person? If you are, I got you. I have work cadence. That's fair. Please wire for BCast reveal. I am. I literally woke up, took a shower, and I'm here. But it's 11 p.m. here. See, Zoke's like, it's fine for me. I'm waking. You're not waking fast enough is what it is, though. Okay, but to read it out for you, Tomako, it's 7 Seconds by James Hype and Shemaya Battles. You are? Actually, then there you go. I'll quickly give you the link then. 2 minutes, chat. Less than 2 minutes to Big Brother time. This is no joke. Waiting for the cast. Dragon Azul, we're almost there. Chewy, thank with the prime. Somebody get what it is. I do appreciate you using. I mean, Bethany, thank with the follow. Welcome in. 1 minute. Here we go. Oh my God. Cast drop. Did it? Did it? Is it here? Bro, how did y'all already click things? What the fuck? All right. AI Arena is back. Okay. Where's the link? Give me the link, chat. Funnel them. Funnel them. All right. Hold up. Hold up. I've got videos ready to go, chat. I've got videos ready to go. Let's do this. Or video ready to go. Video ready to go. Where is it? This one, and this one, and this one. There we go. Okay.
BB27. We're celebrating 25 years of Big Brother with the...
Hold on. Let me quickly load up these links that are being put in here. The Sharon Tharp link. Where's Mike's link? I saw someone put the parade link in there. Thank you so much. Oh, page not found. That's fine. We'll give it a second. Big Brother Network. Okay. All right, we got that. We got another one from Sharon. Perfect. All right, thank you, chat. Let's keep going.
Biggest season yet. What? No, I didn't expect that. This season, the Big Brother house is what I like to call not a house, but a hotel.
Wait, is this just a house tour? Is this just a house tour that we're seeing? This is just a house tour, right? Okay, let's get the first impression of these people, actually. No, keep going. Okay, hold on. You know what?
Hotel Mystere. You're greeted by a creepy reception desk with no one behind it except the Big Brother cameras. Our mystery-themed house has secrets. We have never had bug
That's what I'm
beds
saying.
since season 1. They're coming back. The decorations this year lend itself to your favorite mystery. The bathroom this year is a conservatory terrarium. The gym is a boxing ring. Now, I mean, if you want to win Big Brother, you have to duke it out. We have 2 lounges this year, a wine bar, but sorry, no wine. And then we have a Venom bar. We didn't.
Mean. It's mean to. You heard that ad lib from Julie? Sorry, no wine.
A wine bar, but sorry, no wine. And then we have a Venom bar. We didn't have to supply the Venom bar with any venom. There's plenty within the house.
Ashley,
They
we
bring
knew.
the venom.
Vince, we
I'm gonna
knew.
crush my enemies. I'm always ready to put somebody in their
Okay, so Jim is actually Jimmy. That's what we're learning here, chat. Jim actually Jimmy. Okay.
place. I live and breathe Big Brother. I won't tell them I build my own balance beam comps, my own wall comp.
This is my time, and I'm ready to shake this house up.
Okay, Mickey, not Mickey Rourke. Happy for that.
We will have 16 new house guests and...
Sorry, is Isaiah going by Zay?
I'm ready to shake this house up.
We will have 16 new
There's Zay.
house guests and 1 mystery house guest. We've got a professional gamer, a pastor's
Morgan's a gamer. Have to root for Morgan also.
kid, and a dungeon master.
Nah. Keanu's... Listen, we're rooting for Keanu. We're rooting for Keanu. We're rooting for Keanu. Lock it in. Lock it. A dungeon master. Hey, listen. Dwight, you wish you were like Keanu. Look at the jackness on Keanu, Dwight. Look at him.
A dungeon master. The house guests this season are full of energy and ready to take on the game.
My strengths going into the game is the fact that I read people's auras for a living.
Where was she when the Indonesian kids were doing the aura farming?
Well, I bring to the show a bull riding son of a that means bitch.
Okay, this is not the Riley I expected. This is not the Riley I expected, chat.
That 750,000 is mine.
This group of house guests won't have a clue what we're throwing at them. Last year's BB AI Arena was so successful, we are
I knew
bringing
it's
it
coming
back.
back.
You'll never
We
know
knew
who's going
this.
home because house guests will have a last-minute chance to take themselves off the block with the BB Blockbuster. Let's go! People should tune in to watch the 27th season because it's real life. You watch Big Brother and you experience every emotion along with the house guests. In
Bro, Riley... Never mind.
true mystery fashion, expect the unexpected.
Okay, all right. Oh, I'm fucking pumped. All right, let's refresh this again. Where's Mike's link? Mike, if you can hear me, where's your link? It's not working. All right. Okay, excited. All right. So these are the picture. Who said someone posted a video? Who said Sharon? Did someone say Sharon posted a video? Hook me up with a video, fam. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So what I do know, chat, is Mike Bloom, the lovely Mike Bloom. He, Rob did. Sam, Did I say you can plug yourself here? So what I know Mike did is Mike has transcribed video. So a lot of what we read here, there is going to be video of it. So let's start with that until we get proper videos. How about that? How about that? So let's do that. Oh, okay. Okay, actually I have videos. Chat. I have videos for you. Just give me 2 seconds here. Give me 2 seconds here and I get you the videos. I have videos, they're ready for you. Ba-dum-bum-bum. All right. So let's go in order, shall we? Let's, y'all want to go in order? You want to learn about Adrian first? Is that the move? You want to learn about this man? What you saying? Let's do that. The faster we go, the more we can get through today. Keanu first. Do not have the Keanu video. You got to be patient.
Hey, everybody.
My goat, Mike Bloom. Just going to put that out there.
Mike Bloom here. Just wanted to give a quick disclaimer before we get into the interviews proper. In the effort of full disclosure, for those of you who do not know.
Liv, can we pin Mike's parade article or put a command for it, please?
The typical preseason process for a
so people can click it. Give us click. Sharon's also, please.
The cast and the bios, CBS will usually send us individual interviews
Volume
with
a little
each house
low.
guest in the diary room. These interviews are conducted entirely
This
by
is max
production.
volume.
They're the ones who come up with the questions and subsequently ask the questions to the house guests.
Max volume.
What I tend to do specifically
Actually,
is just to, you know...
I have volume control extender. Let me just do that for you real quick, chat. Let me do that for you real quick. Where's my volume master? There we go. Bump that up to like a good... How about 150?
Liven it up a little bit, make it seem like more of a back and forth. I try to approximate to the best of my ability the questions that were asked to the house guests and edit myself in asking them. I cannot make this clear enough. I did not ask these questions specifically to the house guests.
Thank you, Mandy.
These are part of interviews that were distributed to all of the press that I just wanted to,
so it's the same video everyone got, basically.
As we get to know
but Mike made it a little smooth, though.
To enter this months-long experience. Hope that all makes sense, and enjoy the interviews.
Way better? Good to know, Mindy. Thank you. Here's Adrian, 23, carpenter from
to
San
start,
Antonio.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
Hi, my name is Adrian. I'm 23. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I'm a carpenter.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
I don't think words can describe how excited I am to be here in the Big Brother house. Honestly, because in my head, I am the...
I can't tell if we increase the volume and he's loud or he's going to be a diary room yeller. What say you? What say you? Thank you, Mandy. Appreciate it.
Greatest Big Brother player this world has yet to see. I'm ready to prove it, okay? I freaking slept on the floor. I did every single possible. I've trained for comps. I slept on the floor. I made my own slop. I've been training. I've been reading so many psychology books. I've trained to beat this game in all three aspects: the social, the strategic, and the physical. I'm here to play the game and win Big Brother. I'm here to win the money for my family, but also to become the greatest of all time. Like that's my personal thing. Like I don't think I've ever seen anyone analyze the game like I have. And I'm
respectfully disagree. Every person that thinks they've done it the most, there's always someone else that has done it way more. I'm not saying I do it. I'm not saying anyone I know does it, but ain't nobody. Come on. Everyone thinks they've done it the most.
I'm just excited to see myself after I win play Big Brother, because I think that's the best part for me. I get to watch back and see greatness, you know?
If he wins, you make that fan cam of him. That's aura right there. But if he loses, that's all, like you called your shot and you failed.
Why will you win Big Brother?
Oh, let's find out.
I'm going to win Big Brother because there's no one better than me. Socially, strategically, and physically, there's no one that can outbeat the king. Dude, why wouldn't I be the one to win Big Brother? There's not like a.
Dude, was he like, no, that wasn't good. Let me do a second take.
There's not a single aspect that I haven't trained for. This game is made up of three things: the social, the strategical, and the
bro can't even say it. It's fine. He's the best. He's the king.
Physical. I train when it comes to the physical. I train to win any single comp that has been seen and unseen. Right. I built my own wall comp. I did balance beams. I studied the giant dice game. I studied the stacking game. I studied every single possible Big Brother competition there is to know. And I train for anything else. I train my balance. I train for endurance. Right. And when it comes to social, like I said, I've studied almost every social psychology book you could think of. I know what it takes to get someone to like you. It's not about how much you have.
Listen, the big test is here. And do I like you, Adrian? Do I like you off of what I've seen? I don't know. You give me big nervous energy, so we'll see.
In common with someone is how much you can make them think you have in common with them, right? So and then the strategic, because the way I like to define strategic, right? The social is who you have influence over, right? And strategic is how you use that influence, right? So the first stage, the early game, because the game is made up of 3 segments, right?
He says right a lot. Have you noticed that in the last like 3 seconds, he said right like 3 times? And to me, that gives someone who's not sure. Like, right? Fact check. Am I still good?
Social is who you have influence over, right? And
this man is going to be Feeds Gold. Mark my words.
And strategic is how you use that influence, right? So the first stage, the early game, because the game is made up of 3 segments, right?
Right.
The early, the mid, and the end game. The early game, the social game is the most important part. You have to build up these relationships because you can't be strategical in the first session, right? Because you can't use that influence if you haven't built that influence, right?
Right.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
I live and breathe Big Brother. I won't tell them I make my own slop. I won't tell them I slept on the floor to train for the have-not room.
Okay, this man is very much a big fan, and I am rooting for him to do well for his own sake. Because when you're a big fan, you want the big fan to succeed, right? But I'm not sure I trust him to do well.
I won't tell him I built my own balance beam comps, my own wall comp, like the most iconic comp in Big Brother, the wall comp. Yeah, I built that. I have that in my back.
Respectfully, and I hate to pause him on this, the best comp in Big Brother history is the pressure cooker, but whatever.
Backyard. I do it every Wednesday. It's called Wall Comp Wednesdays, you know?
What's your fan level with Big Brother?
Wall Comp Wednesday?
Dude, oh my lord. There is nobody more. I don't even like saying super fan. I'm like the biggest. I am the best fan. I am the.
Baby Andy, I don't think he's as big a fan as you are. You know what I mean?
Like super genius. I don't even know what I freaking said. Like, I'm like a social assassin, a freaking like strategic mastermind here. Yes, I'm a super fan of Big Brother. There is no one more qualified to play this game than me, bro. I studied the physical, I studied the social, I studied the freaking.
Okay, so I saw someone say he's like Quinn a little bit, in the super fandom maybe. Is this like a mix between Quinn and Tucker a little bit?
Strategical, man. There is no one that could there's no one that could beat me in comps. There's no one that can out-socialize me. And there's no one that can out-strategize me. And if you don't believe it, just watch. You'll see it in time.
How will you crush your enemies?
How would I crush my enemies? It depends because, like I said, like the way I break it down is just 3 stages: early, mid, and end. And then,
oh, okay. I thought he was about to say social, strategic, and physical. I'm going to lose my mind.
In the early stages, you want to get rid of
Quinn
people.
Like that?
The earliest
Please
from the first 16 to the final.
We gotta learn. We're learning, chat.
Final 11 or 9, and you want to get those people that like you can't find similarities with, you don't have a bond with, right? People that you just can't see working long term or like you can't use, right? Mid game, you want to take out the comp beast. You want to take them out at jury, but right before final 6.
Exactly,
because
Mickey.
Final 6, every person could play the veto, right? So you could guarantee your safety all the way to the end if you could get out all the comp beast, all the people you can't beat before final 6. And plus,
Harry, right here, fam.
And plus,
you're watching it right
if
here.
You get the comp beast out in jury. This is so underestimated. Comp beasts tend to favor a good game, right? So when you have the jury full of comp beasts that you've taken out yourself and you strategically explain to them how you strategically kick them out of the house, I mean.
Yeah, if this man does not know about adapting and willingness to adapt to gameplay, he's going to have a problem.
they're gonna respect your game more than someone that may be bitter
Mari,
or
100%.
not. I mean, it just depends who you are. But I mean, most likely I'll do it with a smile so that you love me at the end. You know.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
Honestly, the reason why I love Big Brother, and I think why the fans love coming in, is because the drama, the strategic play. Yeah, honestly, we sometimes, in Big Brother, we have pretty faces, but to be fair, you could get that anywhere. This is not The Bachelor, this isn't Love Island, this isn't other TV shows, okay? This is Big Brother, this is backstabbing, this is lying, this is strategic manipulation, this is social influencing. You gotta not only have to figure your way out through this social landscape, but you have to also survive for your survival. You have to vote other people out. You have to sometimes betray your own friend, maybe you're even your own alliance to get to the end, you know? So I think what makes Big Brother is the social dynamic. Like I said, finding your way through the social landscape, competing through the physical comps.
I like this answer.
Being strategic with who
it's
you
a
get
lot,
rid of, who you
but
keep by your side. Knowing
if
that
he keeps this energy, he's going to be very entertaining. You know, all right, let's speed him up a little bit.
That alone separates Big Brother from any other show, is that it combines the physical, the strategical, and the social. Like, what other game's going to have that, you know?
What's your strategy going into the game?
My strategy coming to the BB.
Did we not hear its strategy already, Mike?
House is first we got to focus on the early game. And the early game is all about social, building those connections, being social with everybody.
True.
The second stage is strategic. At the end is physical. I mean, I want to win the first HOH to start establishing alliances, to make alliances, create alliances, final twos from a position of power. But
so we won't see your HOH train.
If I could get away with it, I would strategically throw the first HOH if I feel safe with the final two people standing there, because if I'm willing to be the third person out, as long as I trust the final two that are still hanging on, or still competing for the HOH. But if not, if it's somebody that I don't think I can get along with, I'm gonna have to gun for the HOH.
What are your biggest strengths?
He understands the game. That's very clear to, I think, all of us, right? He gets the game 1000%. The question just becomes, is he able to do it? Is he able to get it done? Because like, you can understand the game all you want and then get in the house and not do it. Adaptation matters the most.
I grew up like pretty weird as a kid, so I didn't really know how to socialize. But as I got like older, I learned how to get along with everybody, the nerds, the jocks, you know, young or old. Like today as a carpenter, like I work with a lot of like older ladies and single moms. But I mean, like I learned how to get along with, like, you know, sometimes it's older gentlemen as well, people that just need help. But other than just getting along with personalities, I think one of the things is like, I really do care a lot about people and like who they are. And I think I'm a great listener and observer, and I think I really make people feel seen and heard.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
I learned in life that like honesty is always like the best thing. So I think when it comes to like my weaknesses, would probably be two things: being honest, even if it's brutal, like farting, or just like caring about people too much. Because
hold up, let me reduce the speed on this. Did he say being honest like farting?
Or just like brutal, like farting? Or
I think he did say being honest like farting. Like, is he like, oh, that was me? Is that what he means?
He's being honest, even if it's brutal, like farting, or
the honesty is brutal, like a fart is brutal. One of the two.
Just like caring about people too much, because I think I might have a difficult time. Like, I know one of my rules is to play logically, not emotionally, but I really do care about the people I meet. And even though it's a competition and I'm gonna have to evict everybody, you know, it's still gonna hurt. Like, I don't want, like, if my ride or die, if I'm with my ride or die and I know I have to win, right? If I know that his competition is like, his game is just too good of a chance to take to the end, I'm gonna have a hard time like cutting him loose or her loose. But I feel like I have to do it because it's part of my rules, logically, not emotionally. But I mean, I think I'll be able to handle it when the situation arises. But I don't know. I feel like my weaknesses are my strengths in a way. Because honesty, you know, you can't go wrong with honesty, right? I mean, I know I'm in Big Brother house.
These are the Mike Bloom videos, Gerald.
You know?
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
I want to say, honestly, I'm a bit weird. There's a lot of things you don't know about me. Like, I like picking up things with my feet. I love playing with toys. I mean, people don't play with toys enough. And I know there's a lot of things that you...
Hold up. He likes picking things up with his feet. Okay. He likes toys.
You're just going to have to find out as the show goes on. But I think the thing I want to bring the most is a strategic game. Like I said, I've never seen anyone break down the game like I have. And
all right, that's enough. That's enough, Adrian. Relax, man. Okay. I'm telling you, feeds gold, guaranteed. All right, let's meet Amy now, shall we? Amy Bingham. Y'all ready for Amy? Because we have 16 of these to get through. Quit exclusive Google form. Quinn, what is this? Quinn, what are you doing? Oh, you know what? This is fun. Superlatives by Quinn. Check out the form. And then Quinn will reveal the answers later. Amy time. All right.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
I'm Amy Bingham. I'm an insurance agent from Stockton, California.
Why did you want to compete on Big Brother?
I want to compete on Big Brother because I feel I can win. I know I can win.
Okay, now that we're hearing Amy, first of all, alarming how much of the video we've gotten through already. Y'all can't see the cursor, but I can. Yeah, now that we've seen her, Adrian, loud.
I feel like it's a game of strategy and connections, and I'm good at building connections.
Give us Adrian back. Oh, now you want Adrian back, huh? Now you want him back.
I'm hoping to play the game and by having women's backs. Like, I really, 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 I want us women to stick together and really get those boys out. I really do. I think that would be it hasn't ever been done successfully, and I feel like it needs to be done. 27 seasons, let's go. Come on, girls. Let's get it together and play together. We are so powerful together. Let's do this and get the boys out.
Oh,
what
she said fucking
Big
do this.
Brother such a successful show after 25
I've seen this movie before, says Shell.
Big Brother has been such a success because people like to watch what people do. Are they going to backstab their best friend? What are they going to do to get that money? Who are they going to have to lie to get someone out? I am ready to play. I'm so excited. Whoever I need to blindside, I'm ready to do it.
Why will you win Big Brother?
I'm going to win Big Brother because I'm going to make smart moves. I'm going to have a girls' alliance. Hopefully we get good girls in the house that are able to do a girls' alliance.
You hear that? Amy said not all women. Amy was like, hopefully we get good girls. Okay? Good girls only.
And people are going to love me.
What are your biggest strengths?
My strengths, I can read people. I can read what they say. I can read especially what they don't say.
I think she's going to be someone who's going to be they're going to be deemed a good listener. I'm getting that vibe from Amy.
Weaknesses?
My son said my biggest weakness is telling the wrong person the wrong thing. So I might trust the wrong person. I have to be careful of that. If I let my guard down and I like spill the beans and tell someone something I probably shouldn't.
Not the butter beans,
so
though.
I have to be very
right,
careful
chat?
of that and mindful of who
DR
I say
is absolutely. I love the DR this season.
Would you be open for a showmance?
I'd be so down for a showmance if the right showmance partner was in the house.
Okay.
But my son said no. He's like, Mom, no showmances. Like, don't do it.
Showmance, showmance, showmance.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house?
Melinda, think of the prime.
I am a lover. I'm a girl's girl.
Oh, with that, didn't know that.
I feel like I might be the mama bear in the house if people are upset or crying. Like, I don't like people hurting.
Oh my God, Adrian did say single mothers.
So I will try to be there for them if they need someone to talk to or some advice. So I feel like I'll probably be more of a hero.
What will be your approach to the competitions?
Comps, oh gosh, I'm a little afraid of comps, but I'm going to try to do my best. Hopefully they don't crush me in these comps. I'm going to try. I've been working out, but we'll see. I don't know. I just have to see. Some of these comps I'm a little worried about.
What will be your secret weapon?
Oh, she's going to be fun, I think.
My secret weapon is my personality. I think most people are going to love me. Most people will like me, at least. If they don't love me, they'll like me. I think that's going to be my secret weapon, for sure.
Tell us a little.
I'm telling you this right now. She's going to have a lot of fan accounts this season, is the vibe I'm on.
A little bit about your life in the outside.
There's a prediction I'm doing.
And how that has prepared you for Big Brother.
On the outside of the house, I'm such a woman's woman, like girls, all about the girl.
Do you think she's a woman's woman or a girl's girl or both? Chat, I don't think has been established to me yet.
Girls, women empowerment. Like I'm there for my girls. I'm a ride or die for my girls, and I'm gonna be the same on the house. I can't wait to have like a women's alliance in the house.
What when I tell you, if she is not in a girls' alliance, she's like with the boys, I swear to God.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
It feels so exciting. Oh my God, it feels like a dream come true being a house guest. I won't be afraid to make big moves if I need to. I have made big moves in my personal life. I will make big moves in the Big Brother house. I will blindside anyone if needed. I won't be afraid to do big moves. I won't be afraid of it.
What are some standout moments for you from the past 25 years of Big Brother?
The standout moments.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Mackenzie gave Chelsea the win last season. It's kind of crazy. That for me, I was like, oh my gosh,
I don't try and judge. At the end of the day, whether you're a recruit or a fan, it doesn't matter, right? That gave me recruit.
Totally could have won the game if she brought Cam because she would have won, and she didn't. So for me, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Who told you that, Adrian?
A bad move. Like, that was terrible to make that move at that point in time.
What will be the easiest and hardest parts of being a house guest?
Oh, we got two.
Yeah, no judgment.
Here for
exactly.
when I'm crying in here and I miss my babies. Oh my God, the hardest part. I miss my babies so much. I told them I'm going to talk to them all the time on the live
She's
feed,
going to
so
be
just watch
fun,
the live
y'all.
feeds
I
all
think
the
she's going to
time.
be fun.
I will literally be
I think she's
going to
be fun.
My 3 Ps. My angels.
Okay. Once again, shout out Mike Bloom for these videos. Let's go to the next one. We actually completed this one. Next one is we've got Ashley.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. I am so excited. When I got the call, I was like, no way, no way. I am so excited to be here. Like I said, I've been watching this game for many, many years. And so it feels surreal to be in the diary room, spilling tea with you. I'm so over the moon to be here. It's an amazing opportunity and I feel truly blessed. And I'm ready to get my hands
Compliments
dirty.
to Mike Bloom, Schmo.
Why did you want to
They
compete
should be available
on
later.
Big Brother?
I want to compete on Big Brother because I have been watching this game since I was a little girl. I am ready to get the blood on my hands and take these people out one by one, baby.
Why will
you.
you win Big Brother?
I will be the one to win Big Brother because I think people won't see me coming. I think they
So
see
far,
that I'm
she's
this,
the
like, fashionable,
big medium
cutesy
here.
kind of girl. But it's like, no, I'm a competitor. I was born.
I
to
do
be a
not have the Kiana
competitor.
video yet.
I grew up doing pageants and competing in modeling and track, and so I've always been a competitor, and I want to be the best at everything I do. Not only for myself, but also I'm trying to knock the competition over. And so I think people won't know that I'm this really strategic person, that I have a law degree from one of the top 14 law schools in the country, and they won't see me coming. They won't see the strategy coming, and I love that.
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother.
Meme?
So a little bit about myself. I have a background in pageantry and modeling and performing. I grew up in the arts, but I'm also a competitor in the sense of athleticism. I, was on the competitive dance team. I ran track. I am an active Pilates member. So I think I definitely have
Pilates,
that side of
good
me.
core.
And I definitely grew up trying to be the best at everything. I mean, my parents always prioritized education just because of their background. I grew up from a 2-parent household where they didn't really grow up with a lot of money, and education was really that pillar for them to
she's
get
the most,
success,
like, out of the
to see
3,
success.
she's the
And,
one that feels the
they're
most
first-generation
normal and
college
therefore the
students.
most,
And so I think I've always
the one to
carried
do
this
best
weight
of the
to,
bunch so
be
far
the
to
best
me.
at everything I do and excel in everything I do. And so I did. I took the hard classes in high
Good
school.
point that it could be
with honors.
traits
I
that are hard to
graduated
hide,
with honors.
but I really
And
like
then
what
I
I'm
went
seeing
on
so
to
far.
Loyola Marymount University, where I graduated magna cum laude out of the business school.
Can you get over this
And then,
unbuttoned
of
church
course,
photo?
now I'm an attorney, and I graduated
normal
from
bloke.
Georgetown Law, which is the top 14 law school in the nation. So I think I've had all of these pillars of education, and I am a secret nerd. And I think that's really led me to where I am. I'm very meticulous about the things that I do, and I think
She
that
annoys
is
you.
really gonna be
What'd she do so
something
far?
beneficial in the game, because
Out of the first 3,
I am
same
someone
Nikki.
who, is always trying to pursue to not only be my best, but
Secret
beat
nerd,
out
what
the
does that mean?
competition.
A nerd that doesn't look
What
like
are
a
your
nerd.
biggest strengths?
I think my strengths are that I am really strategic because I'm an attorney. So I call myself a strategy assassin because I know how to see a set of facts,
Ooh.
take it, spin it in my favor, and spit it back out so that
I
person
like strategy
believes that
assassin.
what I'm saying is the
I
only
like
way
that.
and the only truth. And so I think that's going to be a huge strength in the game because I'm really going to be able to flip what people say to get my benefit out of what I want them to say and what I want them to think.
Her eyes can be
whatever
intense
it
if you
is.
look at her
And I
eyes.
think another one of my strengths will
Her
just
eyes
be my
light up
social
with
game.
intensity. tea.
I'm very outgoing. I'm very bubbly. I'm very warm. People, you know, get close to me really fast, and I think I'm gonna use that, unfortunately, against them in the game. I'm gonna get close. You know, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, and I will be, you know, ready to stab someone in the back when it's time. And I'll be able to do that so seamlessly just because of my
not chill.
making these emotional connections with the other house guests.
I don't know. I'm getting chill
What's
so
your
far.
strategy going into the game?
So my strategy going into the Big Brother house is definitely to rely on my social game. I'm not going to be the one to win competitions in the beginning. I'm only going to win when I have to win. And I think that is also part of my strategy because I want to come off like I'm just this little lackadaisical little girly girl, you know, not a competitor, not a threat.
What do you think with the tier 3?
But really, it's all up in here. I am a mental threat, baby. And I think they're not going to see that coming. And so I think, yeah, I'm going to come in and build my social capital from day one. I'm going to be clocking who's talking to who's flirting with who. Even if it's me flirting, I'm clocking that too. Because there can only be one showmance if there is one, and it would be mine. Because otherwise the showmance has got to go. You know, 2 people voting together, that's not good for my game. So I'm going to be someone clocking who is talking to who. I'm going to be someone who is very paying attention and connecting with everyone, even if I don't like them, because I am going to keep my friends close. But
about halfway through the video.
And I'm going to rely on that, building social capital in the house. And then towards the end, I'm going to ramp it up and win competitions.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
I think my weaknesses are empathy. I really empathize with people and I feel very close to people really fast. Sometimes. I don't reveal too much, but I do feel, you know, emotional connections if it's there fast. And so I think that'll be my weakness in the game because you really have to be strategic about when to let people go. You can't be a wagon carrying everyone along. And so I think I'm going to have to like cut that emotional side off of me and be able to just be like, okay, it's time for you to go.
Thank you, Tomster. Appreciate it. Send it after.
Okay.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
Oh, for sure. I'm never going to reveal that I'm an attorney. I'm going to come in saying that I work in social media marketing in New York. So I am going to be truthful.
Okay, social media marketing works. I do agree with somebody that are saying in the chat that the outfit could give mental threat. I could see that for sure. If you're social media marketing, I feel like you got to, maybe this is my impression, but like you got to dress a little more casually, maybe, right?
About where I live, but I'm definitely not revealing that I'm an attorney because people will be like, she's smart, we got to get her out. And I'm here to stay, baby.
How will you crush your enemies?
I think I'll crush my enemies by being very close to them. I think they're going to think that I'm an ally, but really I'm their enemy. And so they're not going to see me coming, like I said before. And I'll send someone out the back door if I have to.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
I think what I'll bring to the show that you've never seen before is someone who's super in touch with their emotions. I'm someone that's not going to react immediately. I'm going to really hold my cards close to my chest. And I feel like a lot of the other house guests in the past, they're like a damn leaky Chipotle burrito, okay? They are leaking information left and right, and I'm going to be the type to keep information in.
Another secret lawyer, Mari.
Share it or spread it.
It's at this point it's tradition.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
Ooh,
I think Big Brother is such a success because it brings together a group of authentic people. I think every season, that's something that we can say, whether you love them or you hate them, is that it seems like everyone's really their authentic selves. And I think they pick people that are their authentic selves. And people love to connect to people that relate to them, whether it's the underdog.
It's not on 2X. I put it on 1.4 the last like minute.
Leaks. I think there's someone for everyone
just to speed through a little bit since we have a lot to go through. But
to see that representation. Also, the diversity, I think that is amazing and is something that Big Brother
Breezy, it will be later.
So that,
yes.
Again, people can see a representation of themselves. And also, Big Brother's just fun and exciting. The gameplay, the competitions, all of it. I think everything together.
I like her a lot, chat. I like her a lot. Right now, I'm gonna have a hard time not picking her in the draft.
Season?
I think I'll be the one to watch this summer because I'm really goofy and funny. I definitely have my funny, sassy side. Okay, I am gonna bring that side of me. But I think also just I think I'm gonna be a really strategic player, like I said before. So I think people will love to see the strategy behind my thought process and the behind the scenes because that my other house guests won't see to how I build my social capital in the game.
Would you be open for a showmance?
It just depends. What do the Big Brother gods send me on the premiere day? If they send me someone who's tall, handsome, nice smile, and charismatic, I think I might be in trouble because I definitely am a flirt and I love a girl.
Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house?
I think I could be both a hero and a villain. I think I'm really sweet and I'm really
we
bubbly.
draft same group, Sydney, as always.
In general. So in that instance, I'll be a hero. And I'm also going to be someone like what happened during Taylor season would not go down with me. I'm someone to stick up against the bullies and I'm someone to speak my piece.
Yes.
You know, my ancestors fought for me to have a voice, so
Fuck
I'm going to
'em
have a voice when it matters. But I think that could also translate to being a villain because I'm outspoken and I'm going to say what I need to say when I want to say it.
What will be your secret weapon in the house?
I think my secret weapon is my brain. This brain is very expensive. Georgetown was $250,000. So I think I'm definitely, like I said, I see the game. I can see at the forefront, you know, what's happening not only just now, but also thinking 10 steps ahead.
Showmath doesn't a kiss of death. Depending on who you are, you can make it work. Swimboy, thing with the prime.
How each vote is going to impact my future in the game. And so, yeah, I think my mental strength is my biggest strength.
What's your fan level with Big Brother?
Oh, there we go.
I would say I'm definitely a big fan of the show. I have been watching since I was a little girl. I remember Big Brother when
See?
it was giving Big Brother After Dark. If you know, you know. And so,
okay,
yeah, I'm a big
After
fan
Dark,
of the
okay.
show, and I admire the game, social strategy. My favorite players are Kaser and Janelle and Tyler and even Andy, which, I mean, maybe to some people that's controversial, but I thought Andy's social game was excellent. He played both sides of the house so much to the point where neither side even knew that he was playing them. And I think
she knows ball. She has ball knowledge, chat. She has ball knowledge, chat.
What's on your Big Brother bucket list?
What's on my BB bucket list is definitely to just make friendships that will last a lifetime. I'm a girl's girl, but I also, you know, some bromances here and there, and I think I'll also add to that a showmance on my BB bucket list.
Oh,
what will be the easiest and hardest parts of being a house guest?
I think the easiest part of being a house guest will definitely be like friendships. I love making new friends. I'm a friendly girl. I'd like to think that of myself. And I think the hardest thing will definitely be watching your best friends go home. I think you're living with these people every day. They become your family. And of course, it's going to be sad for people to leave. But also, get out because I'm trying to win this $750,000. But it will be sad.
Off video, I think she has a lot of support. A lot of us liked what we saw here. And I think we're not wrong for it. Now we've got Ava Pearl, 24, Aura Painter from New York. Aura Painter is a new one for me. I've heard of Aura Farmers. Some of us can be, but not an Aura Painter. So let's learn about the Aura Painter. I expect they with 6 month here. Appreciate it. All right, after this, just a heads up, we've got Will is the next one we're looking at.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My girl went to
Give
college with Ava.
Name,
Oh, no way,
where you're
Torb.
from and what you do.
Hi, my name is Ava Pearl. I'm 24 years old. I live in New York City, and I am an artist. I am an art instructor for teenagers and kids in an after-school program, and I also paint aura portraits for people in various New York City parks. When I'm making an aura portrait of somebody, I sit them down, I draw them, and then I paint what I see around them. So the colors that I think best reflect them as a person. And those colors indicate to me who they are as a person, what they may think, how they may
I'm worried for her already, and we haven't even met her yet.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
I am so excited that I'm on Big Brother. It honestly feels surreal.
Why will you win Big Brother?
I will be the one to win Big Brother because I need the money the most. I am broke as hell, and I will do whatever it takes to win that $750,000.
Love that answer. That is the best answer for why you will win. That is the best answer so far we've had. I know a lot of people are like, because I have all the skills, whatever. She is broke and she needs the fucking money. That is the best answer so far.
What are your biggest strengths?
My strengths going into the game is the fact that I read people's auras for a living. So I literally read people as my job.
Mari,
and I'm ready to take that skill into the Big Brother house and read all these house guests down.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
My weaknesses going into the game is the fact that I am an emotional artist. I was also raised by strong Long Island Italians, so my emotions may at times get the better of me, and I am known for not taking crap. I've lived in New York a long time now. I was raised by extremely strong women that tell it like it is, and I'm not afraid to do the same.
Ooh.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
I would like to hide the fact that I know how to read people's auras in the house, mainly just because, number one, I don't need them getting freaked out thinking I'm a witch, and number two, I don't need them knowing my secret weapon.
What will be your secret weapon in the house?
All right.
My secret weapon is knowing exactly who they are just by my first glance at them, seeing all their amazing or horrible colors.
Would you be open for a showmance?
Hell no. No, absolutely not. There is no showmance in the cards. Number one, I have a boyfriend. Number two, all the guys I like could not pass the background check to get in here.
She needs to stay as long as possible. She needs to stay as long as possible. We cannot lose her. Ava needs to stay till the end.
Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house?
I am not afraid to be the villain if I have to this season.
Oh,
I'm
no.
trying to go in there and win my money. If I have to be the supervillain, I gotta be the supervillain.
How will...
She has the best reactions. Already I've seen 2.
Villain, I gotta be the supervillain.
She has the best reactions.
How will you crush your enemies?
I will crush my enemies in this house by using these go-go boots to walk all over them, okay? I am not afraid to... These boots were made for walking, and that's what they're gonna do, right to my $750,000, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She is incredible. This is a fucking character, chat. This is a character you put on the show. Wait, did she stick her tongue out? She did! Oh my god!
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
Big Brother has never seen anybody like me. I'm a strong, Italian, proud woman from New York City who also loves to make her auras, loves to align her chakras, loves to get everything all together in a nice, cute 1960s package, okay? Y'all have never seen this before.
What's your fan level with Big Brother?
I am a huge fan of Big Brother. However, I would say the super fan of Big Brother would be my little brother, Nolan, who convinced me to even apply for all this. He has, oh my gosh, he makes like, oh god, what are they called? Like fantasy leagues for all the seasons and all the different players. And he convinced me to do
Shout
this.
out Nolan.
And Big Brother was one of the ways I could really connect with my little brother.
Nolan, do you love your sister for putting your sister through this, Nolan?
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother.
So, I'm an artist living in New York City, which means competitiveness is built into my system to get any job in New York City, to get any artistic opportunity, to hustle in the parks. You have to have the mentality to be able to keep going. And I'm ready to bring that into the Big Brother house.
Why did you want to compete on Big Brother?
I could see it, Beth.
I want to compete on Big Brother for the money. Yeah, I need that money. I live in New York. It ain't cheap there.
I mean, listen, she's being fucking honest. I feel like this is the most authentic anyone has been in the interview so far.
What's your strategy going into the game?
My strategy going into the house
Lavina, she's so
to
fun.
Use what the universe has given me, my ability to see auras, my ability to listen to my
aura thing, though?
My gut, and my ability to backstab any of the people I need to get that $750,000.
I love the shrugs. Like, what the fuck else do you want, Mike?
Hardest parts of being a house guest.
I would say the easiest thing about being in the Big Brother house is probably going to be the fact that I'll be chilling, relaxing by the pool rather than hustling in the streets of New York City. In here, I know everybody's trying to backstab me. Out there, they're trying to backstab me too, but they'll do it for free. I would imagine, honestly, the hardest thing for me is not seeing my family, not being able to make my aura portraits, not having, a pencil and a paper that I usually have. I'm an artist. That's how I express my feelings.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
Big Brother is such a success, at least for me, I know in my life, because it's legendary. It gaps generations. It brings me, my aunt who loves Big Brother, that's been watching it since the first season, my little brother who just turned 18.
If Ava does successfully,
me, 24 years
her family's going to be on this show.
Her
family's going to be on this goddamn show in the future.
We love every single minute of it. It is generational, it is iconic, and it is legendary.
Why will you be the player to watch this season?
I will be the player to watch this summer because I am the iconic player that's going to do whatever it takes to win that money.
What are some standout moments for you from the past 25 years of Big Brother?
I would say my favorite moment, just because I experienced it, watching it on TV, is probably when Taylor won Taylor Hale won. That was at least my favorite moment ever on Big Brother. I think she is one of the best players of all time, if not the strongest.
She's amazing. We have, I don't think she's winning this season. Let's be real. But I'm liking everything I got. And if she delivers good feeds, that's all I can ask from any house guest ever. All right. Now let's meet. Next up, we've got Clifton Will Williams. 50 years old, college sports podcaster from Charlotte, North Carolina. Rob, your neck of the woods, Rob. 10-minute video, so I might speed it up at one point, but we'll see.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
My name is Clifton Williams. I am currently a podcast host talking women's college basketball. I'm originally from Charlotte, North Carolina.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
At least what HOH.
So
yes, Mari.
excited to be on Big Brother because this has been a one of those cherry things that are on top of the cake for so long, and I've been able to accomplish this, and just being in the house is amazing.
Okay.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
I don't think you've ever had a contestant like Captain Will. I don't think you've ever... There's
Captain
been a ton
Will.
of contestants that's been on Big Brother.
Bro, we had a Dr. Will. Goodbye. You're old news. Welcome. Hello, Captain Phil. Captain Will.
Over the years and years and years, but I don't think you've ever had someone who is quite like me, who brings the energy, who brings the joy, who brings the love, who's a veteran of 22 years in the service, who got 5 kids, 9 grandkids, who loves this show and is going to bring something way different than has ever happened before.
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother.
I dare to think that there would be anybody in the house who's going to be sleeping beside me or we chopping it up outside has had many life experiences that I've had.
I don't doubt that.
I think those life experiences are going to help me. It might hurt
guys will love them
because I might be that know-it-all person, and I'm going to have to temper that down, but I really think that I'm prepared to be in a house.
A know-it-all person from North Carolina as a podcaster?
Folks, trying to
Rob,
win
you got competition,
money.
Rob.
I don't have it's just like a gut feeling, so to speak, that I'm prepared. And although I've never been, sequestered away in a house with 15 individuals like this per se, but I think being in Iraq or being in a military school for 6 months, I think it will help a little bit. And sit around and moan and complain about various different situations.
He's going to try and run the house like the Navy, but it's in the Navy.
Some of the contestants moan and complain about, I want to go home. I miss my mom. I miss my family. I miss my wife, my kids. But you know all that stuff when you signed up.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself
so
from
far,
the other
so
house
good.
guests?
I'm not going to tell the house guests that I did 22 years in the Army. That is not going to happen. No way, shape,
you don't
or
need
form.
to.
I am not walking in.
Your job as a podcaster right now. You don't need to tell them all the other stuff.
Because people are going to insinuate, people are going to make up whatever the case, whatever agendas that they have, and fill in the gaps. I'm going to walk in the house as a regular guy who got
hopefully
a podcast.
not a caddy chat. You're all saying the same.
Basketball.
Why will you win Big Brother?
I think that my time in the military, the 22 years in the service, and
okay, for someone who doesn't want to be speaking about that or revealing that, you're saying it a lot, Will. You're saying the military thing a lot.
And
remember, you can't say it in the house. Say it here all you want. You can't say it once the game begins.
Various different situations.
He's getting it out now, yeah.
Big Brother, honestly. And then I'll be the oldest one who has ever won Big Brother. I know the stats.
2025.
I just turned 50, and I'll be the oldest one to win the show.
Summer of Cliff 2025.
Enemies?
Oh my God, Mike, relax.
I'm gonna crush my enemies because number one, I know when I walk into the house, I'll probably be the oldest one there. So everything they've done, I've done it 2 or 3 times. So I'm gonna utilize the knowledge, the expertise.
Yusuf, were you the one who said condescending dad vibes? I'm seeing it a little bit. A little bit.
It's like real. So the gray hair shows that I've been there a little while. And I'm gonna use everything that they think they know. I'm gonna use it against them.
Mari says, as the daughter of a dad who's in the military longer than that, he's not going to be able to keep that to himself.
I can't wait for it. I can't wait. There's been a lot of old people who came to the show, but you got a lot of old people who act old. So I just turned 50. I turned 50 about a month ago. And I'm not old, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
So,
like
but I know I'm going to
olds.
go into the show. We're going to have 21, 22, 25-year-olds who are in the show.
What are you going to
I'm
say?
be that cool old dude that everybody wants to hang out with. I'm going to be that cool old dude that wants to chop it up. I'm going to be that cool old dude that you want to sit around on the couch or sit outside, you know, playing some pool and learn from the table of Captain Will. That's what I'm going to bring that's different.
I know,
a lot of
Lavina.
cats who are older who want to stay off to themselves or want to be the mom or be the dad or be the whatever. I'm not trying to be that dude. I'm trying to be the coolest cat in the room, and I want them to follow me.
What are your biggest strengths?
Ability to build relationships. That's number one. I'm a relationship builder. I'm a team builder. I love to talk, as you can probably see. I'm just able to fit into whatever situation that would benefit me the most in this game.
Call yourself the coolest cat in the room.
Game. I'm not taking anything personal. The
Captain
object of the
Will.
game is to win $750,000. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to win that money and be holding that check at the end, and for Julie to be calling my name.
What's your strategy going into the game?
Ooh, here we go. Strategy
My
chat.
strengths going into the game is my ability to pivot, to my ability to react to
like he's
whatever
answering a
happens.
different
I
question.
notice is expect the unexpected, but bring it. I'm down for the unexpected because I can change, I can morph, I can do whatever it takes for me to win that money.
What are your biggest
I
weaknesses?
love the confidence.
I don't have any weaknesses. Is that
Okay.
being blunt?
All right. Will, Captain, come on. Everyone's got weaknesses. Come on.
I don't think I have any weaknesses, which might be a weakness. That's probably a weakness of mine that I don't think I have.
You know what my big flaw is? I don't have enough flaws. I don't have enough flaws, and it's a. I guess that's a flaw, but like I have no flaws, and I think that might be my biggest flaw.
Have any weaknesses? So you can use the age thing, but I don't give a damn about the age. That doesn't mean anything to me. You know?
Good. He's confident.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
I think the social experience of putting, 16 different personalities into a room, into a house, and just watching it marinate and bake is so cool. I think it's much different than some of these other reality TV shows because it's 24/7.
Exactly.
You got so many different microphones and so many different angles. So it's not like, okay, cut and then move on like that. I think you're seeing as it happened. You're seeing as a sausage being made.
Oh,
I think it's real cool. And then the variety of the cast and the issues.
I'm really thinking I like him.
Once you're in a house in an incubator
So far,
for so long,
I like everyone in the cast.
Happens, and we just
Off
watch
of the
it and
videos,
laugh.
I like the cast.
What will be your approach to the competitions?
I want to win. I'm a winner.
Oh,
So I want to win. I want to get off the couch, and do what I've been talking about for a long time.
Get off the couch. You said the
regards to
thing.
the competitions, or regards to the relationships, because we can always be that armchair quarterback and say what I can do, what I won't do. I won this immunity.
There is no
or I won
reason to
this
compare him to
advantage,
Terrence,
and
though,
I'm not
I
going
will
to tell
say.
nobody the first thing you do.
We don't
you
know,
tell
chat.
somebody, I
Y'all
wanna
keep bringing up.
utilize
Y'all keep bringing up the crock pot. We do not know anything about Will. Like, come on.
the stuff that I've been saying for years and years and years in live and in color for everybody to judge and see. And I think I'm going to do well with that.
What's your strategy going into the game?
He also said sausage.
My strategy is to get 4 the people on my side.
4 people.
I'm walking into the house targeting 4 folks. 4 folks. 2 females, 2 males.
So he's looking for an alliance of 5, 2 women, 2 men.
On my team.
I got you, Mari.
Captain Will's
We're on the
team.
same page here.
I talk
Captain
about
Will's
basketball,
team?
so I guess I'm building my own basketball team when I get into the Big Brother house. I love analytics. I love facts and figures. I love numbers. So my 5, my starting lineup, my basketball team of males and females, and when I'm building this team, I'm looking at a person who has a perception of they can win a competition. So you need some dogs on that team. You also want somebody who's that ultimate Big Brother know-it-all, who's seen every episode backwards and forwards, who knows some of the strategy that I might not know in that realm of Big Brother because they watch every season over and over again.
Beth?
I want that type of person on my team. I want a person who
So he
is
wants a
old
comp
as me.
beast and a nerd.
If not as old as me, pretty
And-
close.
and
to
the
old
next
as me, so
older
we have something in
person.
common. So we can talk about jacked up knees. So we can talk about
where you got these will be available later on.
So we can talk about things like that. So we can vibe on some level like that. I want a team that not necessarily look like me, because I want to catch people off guard. You know, you see a 6 foot, somewhat athletic black man who served in the military. You want to look at him you look at him a certain way. But my team is going to be made up of all different flavors.
Yeah, Mike's been updating the article with the videos. So the first 3 that you saw here, the first 4, Adrian, Amy, Ashley, Ava, are on Mike's article available now. Just refresh.
When that time does come, then it happened.
What's on your Big Brother bucket list?
I want to, Zingbot, that's a given. I want that. I want all the smoke with that. I want my kids to
all the
clown me when I
smoke.
get home. I want the costumes.
Does Sharon have an article up?
I want the
mods.
I really do. Because my wife and I, we typically dress up for Halloween. So that's we always poke fun at ourselves. Last time we dressed up, I think I was a pimp. So I have fun making fun of myself. So that would be cool. The OTEP, that's always nice.
To our podcast. Can we link that as well?
You writing on the comic book thing. Oh my God, because I'm a
he
Marvel
wants to do
nerd.
comics.
So to see me as a comic book,
he's lovable. I like him. I really like him. Until anyone gives me I don't think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna give up the military thing immediately. But I like him. He's good energy.
God, that'd be insane. You can vote me out then. That's cool.
He's chill. All right. Thank you to Will. Now, oh my God, we're about to meet Isaiah, aka Zay, and I don't know if I'm ready for this. We'll see. 5 minutes. Wow, this is the shortest one so far.
Big Brother.
My name's Zay. I'm 23. I live in Utah. And I think I have what it takes. I know I have what it takes to win Big Brother, because I'm gonna be the most fierce competitor out there, physically, socially, and mentally. I'm gonna sweep away the competition like a janitor.
All right, so far Adrian and Zay have had the same thoughts. My immediate thought is I think I back Adrian more than I back Zay.
I will be the one to win Big Brother because I'm the most well-rounded that's going to be in the house. I have the physical aspects. I'm going to kill in the competitions.
He's an NRA guy? Yikes.
And I have the social game. I know I'm going to get along with...
Just a quick heads up, chat, because I know at some point, maybe in the next hour or so, Rob and Taryn will probably be going live to give their reactions on the cast. Feel free to stick around. I'm still going to be here for like another hour or so. We're going to look at as many of these videos as we can. So feel free to stick around with me. Podcast will be available later, but also if you want to go, that's also cool. You wanted to talk about that before, later.
With everyone in the house.
Well, 11:10. That's what. Okay, good. I managed to say something beforehand.
Myself and
for the long, appreciate it.
That everyone likes me, and I'm vibing.
Of course, Yusuf.
All the people in the house, all the other house guests. I'm gonna kill the competitions. That'll be one of my strengths physically. I'm I'm smart up here, but I'm also strong and athletic.
What's your reaction to getting to...
Did he say strong and athletic, or I'm strong in athletic?
In athletic.
I think he said strong in athletic. The man said strong in athletic.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
It feels insane to be a house guest on Big Brother in season 27. It's been a long process, and it's kind of felt like it's never going to come, and now all of a sudden it's just here out of nowhere, and it feels unreal.
What will be your secret weapon in the house?
I would say my adaptability is my secret weapon, that I can fit in any situation. I can adapt, and it doesn't bother me. I'm so go with the flow.
I don't trust that, but I respect the answer.
You can throw me in any situation. I can, mix and mingle over here with these people. It won't bother me. I can, turn up on these ones, make friends with these ones, and I'm gonna be chilling.
What's your strategy going into the game?
Honestly, I have zero strategy right now going to the
Shocker.
Big Brother house, but I feel like I'm very adaptable. And
okay, so this is actually a red flag. I think being adaptable is key. But when you're like, I have no plans and I'm just going to adapt, I do not think that's a good sign. I feel like historically we've seen that not be a good sign for people who say that.
I'm good at going with the flow and adapting my game set to the game. Because I feel like every season is so different that if somebody prepares a rigid strategy, they're only doing themselves a disservice.
I can also see him making a deep run, Mari. I'm with you. I'm with you. 100%.
I'm going to try not to think about it too much right now.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
Also, Zay Zay reminds me of Kev on stage because I think one of his kids are called Zay Zay. So it's gonna bother me if they call him Zay Zay. Like, you're not Kev on stage's kid.
And so I think it makes it always really exciting to watch where people, will watch it 25 years later.
Jerry was a cheerleader. I'm not sure.
15 other people, 15 other house guests from all different walks of life is super interesting, and I'm excited to, learn from them, compete.
He's friends with Sammy,
them,
yes.
But also, like learn a lot about myself in the process.
Why will you be the player to watch this season?
Why will I be the one to watch this summer? Because I'm gonna be so fun. People are not gonna be able to keep their eyes off of me. They're gonna be logging into the live cams and watching me.
Live cams.
Eat.
Same, Mari.
Plot, strategize, all the good stuff.
I love him.
Would you be open for a showmance?
My intention is to not enter showmance. Honestly, I know the viewers probably
Cap.
will not want to hear that. My intention is to win $750,000, and I know that showmance could put that in jeopardy. And so my eyes are on the prize.
I respect this answer if he truly means it.
Here that was worth sacrificing all that money for.
Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house?
Honestly, I want to kind of play the hero role a little bit this season. Just because those juror votes really come in clutch at the end, and my intention is to go to the end, and I don't want to make too many enemies. Like, I want to play smart enough where people respect my game, but I don't want to make so many enemies and be a villain that I don't get votes at the end, and I'm play a good game, but I walk away in second place. I would kind of blow.
What will be your approach to the competitions?
I feel like I could easily make myself too much of a target, like early on. If I come out and I'm like
Glenn says what's up,
or win a little bit too much off the bat and make myself a little bit of a target and have people gunning for me.
I think a showmance could benefit him for sure.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
I haven't decided yet if I want to talk.
How you been, Glenn?
It's
been a minute.
I feel like it can go either way because I've
Happy to see you here.
Targeted for being in sales, but I don't really think I can hold up a lie very well. Like a long term, I feel like it's gonna slip, and so part of me feels like I might just get out of the way early.
Bro, sales is just sales.
I haven't decided yet my strategy.
Just say you're on sales.
Go with the flow. Like when I'm in here, I'm either gonna say it or I'm not. I don't know.
That's horrible. Going in and not even knowing if you're going to lie about your job or not is horrible. Sarah, they went 47. Appreciate it.
How will you crush your enemies?
I'm going to crush people in multiple ways. Like, I'm going to crush them in the competitions and, have power that way. But I'm also going to crush them mentally. I'm not afraid to backstab, blindside somebody when the timing's right, pull a big move in the game in order to, put myself on top, kick somebody else out of the house.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not trying to be rude. We don't know Zay. Zay could be a fun person. So far, I think the big dud of the video so far is Zay. So we'll see. All right. Now we got Jimmy, 25, AI consultant from DC.
To start, tell us a little bit about...
Sorry, let me see how long that video was. 10 minutes. Okay, 11 minutes. Might speed up in the middle. Draft is tomorrow night.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I'm a strategy consultant.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
A strategy consultant, AI consultant.
It feels incredible, all right? I've been on edge on my seat for like the last...
Oh, dear Lord. All right, I got to take the headphones off for a second. Oh, Jimmy gonna be loud. Jimmy gonna be loud this season. There's our diary room screamer. All right, brace yourself, chat.
Few months at this point. Well, I guess month and a half. But it's incredible. I mean, like... If you had told me a year ago today when I was celebrating the 4th of July in Idaho that I'd be now sitting in the Big Brother diary room talking to you, I would tell you, there's no way that was the case. And especially like younger me, Jimmy, who was watching BB27 10 years ago, shortly after coming out and shortly after having my parents lose our house. Like if you had told me, flash forward 10 years, the 25th anniversary of the show, I'd be sitting right here.
He's loud, but he's excited.
And I am so excited to be here. It's insane. And I'm ready for this summer of twists and turns. I can't wait to see what's ahead in store for us.
Why will you win Big Brother?
I'm going to win Big Brother because I have a strategy background, professionally and personally. I come from a world where manipulation and understanding who you want to get something from and when you want to get it is key. And I come into the house with a strong amount of self-awareness. I know what I need to say. I know who I need to say it to, and I know exactly what I need to do to win. I'm ready to put my chips on the board. I'm ready to show my cards.
I believe this answer.
Ready to play and ready to play to win. I'm not here for the experience, okay? Some people come into the Big Brother house for the experience. Baby, I am here to win because that $750,000 check is going to have my name on it.
A lot of hungry people on this cast, which I'm not mad at all. That was a... Hold on. What's funny, Jimmy? No one said a joke. You paused and then just laughed.
I know I'm gonna win Big Brother. First, I've been manifesting it for weeks now, all right? I've been seeing myself walk out of that, onto that stage.
Jimmy's cool. Get used to this voice. And by this voice, I mean this level, this volume, because this is the diary room voice. Get ready.
Seeing Julie Chen, for some reason the confetti's purple to me, so I've been seeing that and I'm excited for everybody else to see it too. But I have the smarts, I have the social game, and I know what it takes to win competitions and when you need to win competitions. I know how to play people and I know how to manipulate them. But at the end of the day, I also know how to build relationships and create friends.
Okay, Chase, gotcha.
I know how to work a house in a group of people in a way that strategically
if he looks like he's going to win, Sim, they should 100% give him
which in this
purple
case
confetti.
Is winning Big Brother. So I'm going to lean into that social game. I'm going to play with my competition and strategy smarts. And I'm also going to make friends along the way and walk out of that house collecting a check of $750,000, all right?
All right.
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother.
Outside of the game, I'm Jimmy. I work, I play tennis, I hang out with my animals and my long-term boyfriend, Sean. And I have a lot of really close and tight-knit friends. I've moved around a little bit. I went from Florida to a college where I knew nobody and built a whole network from there. And then after college, I did it all again in a whole new city, built a whole new network and a whole new group of friends. And through that process, you find a lot of confidence in yourself. You really understand who you are, what you want to put out in the world,
popular.
and what you want to get from the world too. And I think that
got fame coming
a level of insight and maturity that somebody at 25.
Chat, don't panic, okay? After this, we have Catherine's video and Keanu's video is ready to watch too. So stay tuned. In the next like 20 minutes, we're going to see Keanu's video.
It actually has that I think it's really
Not
cool.
Jimmy on Big Brother.
Into the house, I bring my smarts. I bring my life experiences and I bring this unabashed confidence and understanding of who I am and what I want to put out into the world and what I want to receive from it.
Why will you be the player to watch this season?
Listen, I'm going to be the one to watch this summer because I'm going to give y'all strategy. I'm going to give y'all gameplay. I'm going to give y'all personality if you couldn't tell. I'm going to give y'all interesting television, all right? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to play a game, we're here to make friends, and we're here to make good TV.
What are your biggest strengths?
Why'd they mute my guy? Why'd he get muted there?
Yeah, going into the game, I have a strong strategic background, again, both personally and professionally, and I'm really ready to see that exercised.
Have you noticed that he has not mentioned AI once?
In the house and in the game. I'm also really resilient. I think that's really important in the game as well, whether it's a competition where you're behind and have to catch up a little bit, or maybe you're thrown up on the block in a blind side and you really have to lean in and use last minute time to talk people into letting you stay or getting them to vote maybe a way that they didn't expect to. And I think not giving up, fighting for every point, something that I'm really used to doing.
Yeah, fam, I see
really
that.
Well in the Big Brother house. And I'm also a triplet. So I know how to stick out amongst a crowd. And I know how to play that to my advantage. Know when I have to lean in and know.
All right, it's time. It's time. Triplet twist. We need a triplet twist. Why have we not done a triplet twist yet?
Know when I have to lean out in the key moments.
A triplet twist was right there.
That's going to work to my advantage in the house.
Right there.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
Gosh, I think I'm really trusting. I think that's going to be a weakness of mine. Once I really latch onto people and feel like I have a good connection, I feel like I'd be vulnerable to a blind side. So I definitely think that's a weakness I'm looking forward to, or maybe not so much. And I also think a weakness I have is maybe I won't think I need to win a competition because I don't want to show how strong or how smart I am, but maybe it was the right time to win that competition. So those are the two things I'm kind of weary about, is that I'm over trusting and maybe in a way that leads to me not winning a competition that I might need to win because I don't feel like I have to win it at the time.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
Absolutely. You think I'm going to walk in this house and tell everybody I have a professional strategy background? Or that I'm from Washington, D.C., especially right now? No, I am a tennis coach and I'm from Bradenton, Florida, all right? I don't need people worrying about my professional background. I don't need people worrying about where I'm from. I want them to focus on this personality and I want them to focus on how fun I am. I want them to focus on the fact that I'm a triplet, but I 100% will not be telling anybody what I do for work or where I work.
Will you be more...
What do you mean by especially now, Chad? What is that? What do you mean by that?
More of a hero or a villain in the house?
I'm definitely more of a villain, but see, when I say that, most people actually tell me I'm more of a hero, so I think it could go either way.
Oh, respect.
In my mind, I'm more of a villain. When it comes to Snap 2, I really do.
It is,
and I also
Swimboy,
think
it
I,
is.
I tell it how it is, and I'm kind of I don't know if I can say but I kind of am. So I also read it.
Wait, oh, sorry. I sped it up, chat, so we can get through more of these faster, but let me rewind. What were the censors?
In my mind, I'm more of a villain. When it comes to Snap 2, I really do. And I also think I tell it how it is, and I'm kind of a sorry, I don't know if I can say but
Bitch.
I kind of am. So I also read it down very consistently. So I think I'll definitely lean more towards the villain side. But again, a lot of people tell me I'm good natured and a lot nicer than I think I am. So who knows? Maybe I could be a hero. Maybe a villain who's a hero. Does that work?
Villain's a hero? I could see
How
it.
will you crush your enemies?
Yeah, no,
I'm
Sim,
gonna
I think
crush
that's
my
what it
enemies
is.
by being their friend. I think there's something so interesting about being a frenemy with somebody and then turning around and putting them on the block. You know what I mean? And then sitting there in front of the entire house telling them exactly what I think of them. So I think that is a really good way to shut somebody up. Also, like a few reads here and there definitely help. But I'm always ready to put somebody in their place. I'm the youngest of 3 and I've always had to fight for my own, and I'm ready to do that in the Big Brother house.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
Well, you guys have never had a triplet on, so that's new. I also think I'm going to bring like a unique and interesting energy. I don't really give a shit what people think about me, and I think that's going to bode well for me in the house and with them.
That's good. Not giving a shit about what people are going to think about you is huge. I feel like too many people care nowadays, which honestly, I would do the same. I would care what people think about me because I think also my career is online. So like a lot is at stake when you do a show like this. So having someone who doesn't care, that's good.
America, I'm also not afraid to run right up to an edge and just jump right off and see where it goes. And I think that's a unique twist that especially maybe the more modern seasons, some people have been afraid of. But again, I bring a level of strategic knowledge, ingenuity, and also a level of happiness and energy kind of all wrapped up into a cute little gift basket, if I do say so myself.
What's your fan level with Big Brother?
I'm
I would say I'm a
1.5
solid
speed.
fan. I've seen most Big Brother seasons, not all of them. I started watching with my mom, primarily around like earlier Big Brother seasons around BB10. And then I've just watched since then. So I've seen a lot of the show. I wouldn't
You hear that, chat? Earlier since BB10.
consider myself a super fan, but I'm definitely a big fan of the show and definitely understand how the ins and outs of the shows work, the unique characters that exist, and really how to play a solid game that you really want to do to win, right? Not showing all your cards at once, but moving strategically through the game.
What's your strategy going into the game?
Yeah, so going into the house, I want to be a part of the bigger alliance right away, right? I don't want to form the alliance. I want to be in situations where the alliance comes to me. Because the last thing you want to do is everybody finds out you're trying to form some bigger alliance, right? Then within that bigger alliance, that's usually around 6 to 8 people. I want to form a couple different threesomes. I want to find 1, 2, maybe even 3 different groups of 3. I said group of 8, maybe group of 9, all right?
Okay, so a triplet who wants groups of 3.
So I want to find those threesomes within the larger group, and within that, I want to find a ride or die and what I call a good div. Div is too long, div is just right. And through
Okay, sure. Sorry. This is my bad. I sped it up. I need to understand what Jimmy's saying here.
different threesomes. I want to find 1, 2, maybe even 3 different groups of 3. I said group of 8, maybe in group of 9. All right. So I want to find those.
All right. So Jimmy in a cast of 16 wants to find 9 people in groups of 3. Okay.
Threesomes within the larger group, and within that I want to find a ride or die and what I call a good div. Div is too long, div is just right. And through that I want to make a few final 2s and a few final 3s. That way you have an alliance within an alliance. The bigger alliances, they always break up, they always implode a few weeks into the competition. So you need to have those smaller alliances together so that when the bigger alliance breaks up, you have something to latch onto. Then from there, you figure out who your competition is. You figure out who's running the other side of the house.
If he wants 3 groups of 3 within a bigger group, that's just 7, not 9. See, I just thought it was 9. I don't know how y'all got 7, but also I'm only 1 coffee in, so we'll move on.
Who the masterminds are, and you eliminate them. You get them out right away. You don't want to be like Cody and BB16 when he had the opportunity to send Derek home and didn't, all right? I'm going to be the one who's going to send my competition home when given the opportunity and when I have all the power, all right? So my strategy going in is to build that bigger alliance, build smaller alliances within that alliance, and have a few final 3s and final 2s that I can really lean into when the time is right. And at the end, you want to take somebody to final 2 that you know you can beat. You don't want to pull a Chelsea and Mackenzie all over again. When Mackenzie should have taken Cam with her, come on, she would have beaten him, all right? I'm not taking a Chelsea with me to the final. I'm taking somebody I can beat, and that's how I'm going to win BB27.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
All right, I'm going to speed it up a little bit again.
Big Brother has been such a success because every season, there's something a little different. There's a new twist, there's a new turn, and the house guests always have a willingness to adapt to what's coming. And the house guests are always different every season. There's always a different crop of people with interesting personalities. And I think that...
You know, who said at the beginning that this was a prompt for CBS to glaze themselves, Big Brother glaze themselves? Because everyone's saying the same thing, 16 people, all personalities.
That brings America coming back to see what's in store, right? But there is a framework, right? It's literally like a box of chocolates. You open the box and you know there's chocolate in it, but you don't know if there's a macadamia nut inside. You don't know if there's peanut butter inside, right? And it's always a welcome surprise. So I think Big Brother's been successful for so long because there's a formula and
All right, we can move on then, because this looks like, based on what I'm seeing on the bottom, this is the last thing he's going to say, then the video ends in like 10 seconds. So let's meet Catherine, chat. Catherine's next, then it's Keanu. So here's Catherine. 23, a fine dining server, okay, from Columbia, South Carolina? SC? South Carolina, chat? All right, let's go.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your
No worries, Ash. Take care.
name, where you're from, and what you do.
Thanks for hanging out.
Hi, I'm Catherine Woodman. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, and I am a fine dining server.
Okay.
What's your
What does
reaction
fine
to
dining
getting
server mean, chat?
Play Big Brother?
I mean, it feels really good. I'm super excited to be in the Big Brother house and to be a house guest this summer. I think no matter what happens, I'll have a lot of fun and I'll learn a lot about myself. But the goal is obviously
that the new VIP waitress?
to win
Okay.
that money at the end of the day.
Gotcha. Fancy restaurant.
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how
Olive Garden. Olive Garden's fine dining?
Brother.
Outside of this game, I am a waitress. I accommodate to people's needs all the time, and I can keep a straight face when I genuinely don't like people very much, and they have no idea and still end up giving me money at the end of their service.
Okay, thank
So
you,
I
Bree.
think that's
Nobu.
a skill that's going to really help me in this house because there's a lot more money on the line in this house than there is a tip at a table. I'm also, I have a degree in public relations. I know how to twist things, which is something that the PR professors never want you to say. But I can twist a story to make it sound right and to work in my favor. And I have that skill from 4 years at a university. So I am ready to go with the skills that I've developed.
Why did you want to compete on Big Brother?
I want to compete on Big Brother to really prove to myself that I can do something like this. I can be taken seriously. I have gained all of these skills from experiences in my life, strength from going through a lot when I was younger, just some form of intelligence from going into school and learning how to read people at my job and in school as well and read situations. I think it's probably
There's a huge
the best
question mark so
example to
far.
myself of what
Am
I
I
can
crazy
truly handle
thinking
and
she looks like Christmas? It's the hair. It's 100% the hair that's giving you that.
so how much I can get out of a situation.
And I think the cheeks maybe.
What's your strategy going into the game?
My strategy going into the house is to kind of try to be everyone's
Thighs?
friend. I don't want to be too overly that way, and people think that I'm just trying to make connections in order to stay in the house because I'm likable. But
Why
I
don't
think
you want that?
definitely after the first couple of days, I'm slowly going to be trying to
Those strings give you something
infiltrate
different?
different little groups that I might see forming,
Kirsten
just to make
who?
sure that I'm still
Hardly.
in the background of their heads as somebody that they enjoy being around and like
Respectfully,
being
she
there.
seems AI
So I'm not
generated.
a
Wow.
target up front when people are just trying to get rid of people and not get too much blood on their hands.
Why will you win Big Brother?
I'm going to win Big Brother because I think people are going to underestimate me and they're not going to anticipate my strong social game.
Sorry, 7 minutes. Okay.
What are your biggest strengths?
McInnes.
Some of my
Could it be
strengths
the
going
leopard
into this
print?
game are probably going to be the fact that people aren't going to look at me as somebody major to take out immediately.
I'm gonna
even
speed
though I'm
this up a
gonna
little bit
attempt to do things kind of
respectfully.
behind the scenes. I also think that one of my strengths is going to be the fact
Seeing the
that
last pick?
people
I mean, I haven't
just
seen the rest of
end
the
up
cast
trusting
yet.
me all the time. I am kind of like the secret vault that people always tell things to in my personal life, and I think that's going to be applicable to the house.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
I think one of my weaknesses in the Big Brother house could potentially be me being a little too trusting. I'd like to think that I'm going to have my guard up, but I don't want to be one of those people that ends up blindsided for trusting the wrong people.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
I think when I get into the house, I'm going to be pretty
That's true,
honest about who
Tomster.
I am. I think the way that I present
Preseason
myself
interviews
might be
you have to
little
take as
falsified.
a
Not
with a
going to
grain of
intentionally
salt.
try to get anybody to think that I'm smart or
But
I'm
she's
thinking too.
the thing is, I'm not negative on her. She just seems too regular, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not getting like high draft pick. I'm not getting draft bust. I think someone who's regular is kind of a like a wild card pick,
Too
which
much
is not
about this
bad.
game. I'm totally fine with being viewed as kind of the ditzy person running around the house that brings a little bit of sunshine in, more so than somebody that's taken very seriously, which
Yeah,
I think
Pam,
would
I
be a
remember
bit of a
this.
misinterpretation of me.
Would you be open for a showmance?
I think a showmance this summer is something that I could be open to. It's not something that I'm actively going to be looking for.
She's open to it.
But I think if I can find a way to have a little bit of extra fun for maybe a week or two, I'll do that. But I don't really see it
A
being
week
something
or
that
two.
continues
She said, "Fuck a showmance. I'm looking for a show fling."
on for my entire gameplay in the house, like some people do.
Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house?
I think whether or not I'm a hero or a villain in the Big Brother house is more so going to depend on the people I'm surrounded with. I think if the majority of everyone there is getting on my nerves, then I will more than likely end up being a bit of a villain. I don't think I can hold back my personality quite that much that I wouldn't get annoyed with them. But under normal circumstances, probably a little bit more so hero way. We just have to see who's there.
How will you crush your enemies?
I think I can crush my enemies potentially by, once again, just them underestimating me. I think it's something that they're not going to expect if I go behind someone's back or if I make a slight bit of moves. I think I'm a bit manipulative, and I think I can convince people that my ideas are their ideas if I need to get some strong people out.
What will be your secret weapon in the house?
Secret weapon?
I think my secret weapon is going to be the fact that I'm going to come off extremely trusting. I think that people aren't going to be expecting much from me.
Oh, come off extreme. Okay.
Probably going in, and I genuinely want to portray myself that way, so that's going to be a big part of my gameplay.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
I think I'm going to bring to the show somebody that is a bit younger, and there have been young people before, but someone with a lot more depth, I think, than anybody that's probably...
This is going to sound mean, but like saying you're a young person bringing in depth when your interview has so far been the least deep is not great. Outside of Zay, I think everyone else has had deep. Even Amy even had a little more deep than.
Been on this show below 25 before. I've experienced a lot
of
things
brutal.
In my first 23 years of life already, and I think it's going to show a lot more facets of myself than I think a lot of people my age would be showing.
What's your fan level with Big Brother?
Honestly, my fan level is like, I'm a big fan. I love the show. I'm very entertained by it. Super fan, not so much. I wish I was. I think it would really help my preparedness, but I have seen a few seasons
Of course,
and I love
Rocco,
it.
of course.
It was something that I got kind of hooked on immediately in the past year.
Sorry, which season?
It was something that I got kind of hooked on immediately. I think it would really help my preparedness, but I have seen a few seasons and I love it. It was something that I got kind of hooked on immediately in the past year and a half, honestly. There's only so much you can watch in that short amount of time, so we'll
Year and a half.
see how that works for me.
Why will you be the player to watch this?
Yeah,
season?
I appreciate honesty.
I'll be the one to watch this summer because I am probably going to be one of the most entertaining people in the house. I genuinely think that I'm just going to be a fun person to see navigate the game. I think most people these days are super fans and they are so incredibly cautious with their gameplay, which yes is good, but
Yeah,
also
that's true.
have fun, make moves, do something important while you're there. You know, you don't want your time wasted just being super cautious of everybody else in the house.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
I think Big Brother is genuinely the staple entertainment for Americans. It has funny moments. It has these big outlandish competitions that are just fun to watch and seem like, wait, I wouldn't mind competing in that just for fun, let alone for money. There's a lot of things at stake, whether or not it's relationships within the house, friendships, also the money.
All right, I think from now on we skip when they when the question about 25 years comes up. Again, to be clear, I do not have a problem with recruits. I do not think recruits are bad for the show at all. I think there's some recruits that have turned out to be legends. So I'm never going to use someone's lack of watching the show against them, or late fandom against them. Ooh, okay. So let me see. How do I do this? The video is getting downloaded as we speak, chat. So just give me 2 seconds. It's about a gig. So Taylor was agreed. Exactly. Crochet, they were the 16-month. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. All right, while we're waiting here, what are some other links we've got, chat? What are some other links we've got? Because just gotta give me like 2. Oh, the video's actually ready. Never mind. Rob's videos. Rob's video. Gotcha. Let's not forget Dr. Will knew nothing about the show in 1. Exactly. All right. How do I put this on to my browser? Hold on. Actually, no, I don't need to put it on browser. I can just put it here, and I can quickly add a different screen to share with you. So how about display capture? We'll do that, and we will go ahead and pick display number. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. There we go, chat. I did it. All right. This is Keanu, finally. Oh, I'm not in the fucking screen anymore. All right, Keanu, how about you don't get all the glory. All right.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
My name is Keanu Soto. I'm a personal trainer and nutritionist from McKinney, Texas.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
It feels great to be a house guest on Big Brother. It's been a long journey to get here, and I'm just happy that it's finally here.
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big Brother.
A little bit about myself. Been doing personal training for 15 years now. In that line of work, you do meet a variety of different folks. I believe that, and coupled up with my ability to do like improv and things of that nature, I feel like gives me the tools and the ability to, like I said, connect with a variety of folks. But the improv aspect of it gives me the ability to think quickly on my feet. And, when things might not necessarily go the way that you envision them to, that's a tremendous skill to have. And, just my ability to dungeon master as well, if you will. And being a dungeon master, you got to step into different roles, become different people. And I feel like being able to do that will provide me
gives an indie. I guess the indie wrestler for sure
that a lot of people don't have or are not familiar with, and that will ultimately give me an edge.
Why did you want to compete on Big Brother?
I don't think he's an airhead at all.
Why did I want to compete on Big Brother? Honestly, I really just want to challenge myself. I feel like a lot of people may look at it on TV and be like, I could do that. And I don't think people really realize what it takes. I realize what it takes, and I feel like
respect. I respect that answer so much.
Like I would do exceptionally well. So I really want to just challenge myself.
Why will you win Big Brother?
I'm going to be the one to win because I can tell you right now I want it more than everybody else. I know everybody's going to say that. But, man, I feel like I have a complete game. I have the social, the physical aspect of it, the mental aspect of it. I feel like I just have what it takes to win.
What are your biggest strengths?
My strengths are my ability to connect with people. So my social game. And I'm, like I said, I'm no slouch on the physical side of things either. And I believe that people underestimating or by looking at me and seeing that he's probably a physical comp beast, they will underestimate my mental game as well. So I feel like
I agree with him though. I think that he will get underestimated on
your
mental.
Biggest weaknesses.
Poof, yeah, I definitely.
Him and Ashley become the next Brendan and Rachel. I will stand.
Way too
I would
easily.
be here for it. I would be very here for it.
I like to think that I have a good read on people, but if I don't, that's definitely something that they could take advantage of. I definitely trust too easily.
What's interesting, chat, and we haven't talked about this yet, is that obviously, when it comes to the AI arena, I think anyone that's like physically capable is probably not going to get put up on the block. So like Keanu is someone who should be safe for a while, unless, and we'll see what the culture of this house is, because last season for some reason they established this culture where just the volunteer to go up so you can take this person out. So as long as they don't do that stupid shit where they're like, no, I'm going to volunteer to be on the block. That's what I'm going to do. Then we're going to have a problem. They're calling it the B blockbuster. No, yeah. But like, the name doesn't matter. So as long as they don't follow suit with last year, and that's all they know, they're like, you know what? No, you have to volunteer to be on the block to do it. Then I'm feeling good about some of these more physically capable looking people because they'll probably be kept safe.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
No, I mean, as far as like profession and things like that, personal trainer, that's a
but that doesn't matter.
Profession.
People are going to see it as
the fact that
comps,
I'm like a
physical always goes hand in hand.
Like that, I don't think necessarily that'll be a detriment to know. If anything, it'll make me more relatable to people. So, no, I don't think I'll withhold any information.
Oh, he's gonna be open.
I'll gain my enemy's trust, and this is Big Brother, so it may not be normally in my character to betray that trust, but you got to do what you got to do to win $750,000, right?
Respect. He's just
what
a
are
low
you
key
bringing
guy
to the show that nobody has seen before?
I've seen quite a few seasons of the show now, and I don't believe there's ever quite been like someone who looks like me that is quite as charismatic. I know Brent from like season 20, I think it was. He was a pretty charismatic built guy, but he's definitely not like nerdy like me. And I like to think of myself as a chameleon, a very well-rounded like personality. So I feel like I have the ability to get along with a vast array of people in spite of what I look like.
There are three types of...
What's your...
Hold on, oh my God. I'm trying not to like leave Mike on an unfortunate pause.
Strategy
But...
going into the game.
Okay. There are 3 types of interviews you get typically. One is awful, right? It's just like, bruh, this gave me nothing. I'm feeling nothing. Fuck this. Ugh. Second is very entertaining, right? Like an Ava interview was hella entertaining the whole way through. Then you have the good answer, low-key, regular person interview. I'm getting that vibe from Keanu, where I like everything I'm hearing. I like everything he's saying. But also he's not a personality in the interview. And I think that's fine.
Man, I really just want to focus on my strengths initially, which is just connecting with people. I feel like someone or a player that was very good at that in the 2 seasons that he was on was Enzo. I know he's originally from season 12. I can't remember what the All-Star season was, but he was in that one as well with Cody.
Respect.
And I feel like his social game and his ability to connect with people always takes him far.
Ashley's your number
game.
1? I think that's fair.
Like
I think Ashley's fair for a number 1 pick right now.
Built on the like capital, I guess, that he was building, and quite
of course
was able to utilize.
I don't want fake
that to his advantage. I feel.
But
like
also like someone like
his
Ava
was
not fake,
game,
was animated but not fake. You know.
Whereas I feel like I bring a little bit more of a complete package, as terms of like physicality and things like that.
Things like that.
I feel like I would have a similar game plan. You know, just being social, connecting with people.
He's definitely newer to the
them
show.
Know that I, will fight for them, and I could. In that vein, they'll probably end up fighting for me as well, and take each other to the end. And when it comes time to be 1-on-1, that's when I'm gonna pounce, and I'm gonna show my true.
RGB draft is tomorrow night,
if you will.
What makes Big
or tomorrow
Brother
evening
such a successful show
Keep an eye out.
after 25 years?
All right.
From my personal experience.
Okay, so usually I would skip, I would move on now, but there's 4 minutes left of this. There's no way he's gonna talk about the show for 4 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make it go a little faster.
I love the strategy aspect of it.
Because there's got to be another question in there.
The nature of the game of, building connections and sometimes having to flip on those connections and kind of really never knowing what's going to happen. As they say, expect the unexpected. When you don't know what to expect, it keeps you coming in for more, right? So I feel like Big Brother definitely has a good grasp on that. And that's why it's had such a long tenure, yeah.
Why will you be the player to watch this season?
I'll be the one to watch this summer because, like I said, I have the capability physically to win comps. I know that's always like a fan favorite from what I understand. My social game's going to be there, so I'm always going to be having, game conversations. Not too early because I know that people that play too hard at the beginning end up getting the boot. But yeah, I'm just going to be very involved in a lot of different aspects of the game, and I feel like I personally have the capability to be very low-key and slick about it without making it seem like I'm trying too hard, to put a target on my back.
Would you be open for a showmance?
I'm Team Nomance. I want to win $750,000.
Team Nomance!
I don't need an Achilles heel.
What will be your
Achilles
secret
heel
weapon in the house?
My secret weapon, I believe, is my charisma. Like I said earlier, I feel like I have the ability to
I think he's got like low-key charisma.
Connect with people. So it's a pretty it's an unsuspecting thing coming from someone who looks like me. So yeah.
What's on your Big Brother bucket list?
BB bucket list. Well, number 1, win $750,000. Number 2,
Mari.
I like that game where you like throw the ball over the little hill 250 times. I feel like people look at that on the show and they're just like, I could do that. And I don't think they realize how much that makes your legs burn doing like a shuttle run 250 times. But I feel like that's a competition that I've always wanted to try and win. I think really, just honestly, I'm really looking forward to the comps. They just all seem like super fun. And
I don't like that answer.
Yeah, so I'd say those are my big 2.
But as long as he wants to have fun.
What will be the easiest
but don't win every comp
and hardest parts of being a house guest?
The hardest part about being a house.
So giving recruits. See, you say that like it's derogatory. I don't take it as derogatory at all. I don't. Again, recruits don't matter. That doesn't matter to me.
For me personally, because I've always lived by myself.
It depends on the level of recruit, though. If you're a recruit and you did your homework, I like that. Versus if you're a recruit who just didn't watch anything, or like, we'll see what happens. Then I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Is going to be living with 15 other people. And also possibly having to wait to use the restroom. That sounds horrible. Probably another hard thing would probably be like being a have-not. I feel like that would probably be pretty difficult. The easiest part about being a house guest, I don't want to say it's going to be easy. I feel like I personally will handle it easier than most. Just being disconnected from the outside world. That actually sounds like a vacation to me. So,
what are some?
All right. We're now on Kelly chat. Kelly, 29, web designer from Burbank, Oh, about to say San Diego. Is that South Dakota? SD? South Dakota chat? Also, I'll play this. Yeah. 5 minutes only? Damn. Okay, let's go. South Dakota. Nailed.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself.
The speed is fast still. My bad, chat. My bad. Let's go back to normal.
That's your name, where you're from, and what you do.
I'm Kelly. I'm from South Dakota, and I'm a web designer.
Those glasses are loud.
Big Brother?
Being a house guest on Big Brother feels great. I'm so excited to make all these people my friends.
Why will you win?
That was the most terrifying answer and look we've seen so far. I'm going to rewind that for you. That felt like AI a little bit.
Kelly, I'm from South Dakota, and I'm a web designer.
What's your reaction to getting
to
play
pay attention.
Big Brother?
Being a house guest on Big Brother feels great. I'm so excited to make all these people my friends.
Perzo, we've seen nothing so far. How are you a stan?
Why will you win Big Brother? Listen, I'm going to be the one to win Big Brother because I'm a farm kid and I have farm kid grit. Back on the farm, there's no such thing as I'm tired of this task and I'm done with it, or this task is too hard and I'm done and I'm just going to go inside. No, we finish the task. Whatever needs to be done, we do it. And that's what I'm going to do in this house. I'm going to be a farm kid.
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how that has prepared you for Big
Farm
Brother.
kid grit.
A little about Kelly. So I am a solo traveler. I've been to 42 countries, all 50.
She reminds me of a Kelly I knew in Canada. That's kind of wild.
U.S. states and literally half of Mexico. I've stayed in hostels. I'm good with communal living and sharing a kitchen and sharing a bathroom with 16 people. This is like second nature to me. This is going to be great. I also grew up in a super small town, like 50 people small. And it was...
This is a regular person they found and just said, walk into this room with us, and now she's on Big Brother. So like a regular person.
My graduating class was 64, and it was us from kindergarten to senior year graduation. Ooh. The same people, the same building, all 13 years. So I'm used to being locked in a room. Like this would be perfect for me.
What are your biggest strengths?
My strengths are definitely my social skills and my ability to read people.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
All right. Very vague.
My weakness is definitely going to be competitions. I'm not super competitive. Not that that's going to stop me from winning, of course, but not super competitive in like, I need to win this thing. I'm also very clumsy, so I have a feeling competitions are not going to be my strong suit.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
I would love to not reveal my profession, and like I have a couple really successful businesses that I run.
Oh shit! Okay,
for my
Kelly.
House guests to not know that, so I'll try to downplay it as much as I can. Also,
What's she gonna
fact
say?
that I've traveled so extensively. How will I crush my enemies? I'm definitely going to kill them with kindness.
Yes, Sleepies. That's what I thought of as well.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
I'm going to bring to the show this weird, quirky energy. I'm going
Come on,
to be
Liz
everyone's
Wilcox
hype
2.0.
woman. I'm here to hype up all my house guests, and I'm going to be everyone's friend.
What's your strategy going into the game?
So, when I am traveling, I like to say the best way to go is with no plan at all, and that's sort of how I'm entering the Big Brother house. You know, I've only seen the 1 or 2 seasons, and I think having a fresh perspective is going to help a lot. My strategy is to lay low for the first few weeks and hopefully make it till jury and hopefully make it all the way. If I can rely on the social aspect.
Here's the thing. I love answering and saying that I have only seen 2 seasons, and I think having a fresh perspective is good. I think that's good because you don't want to overcook, right? Some of these people, Adrian is overcooking. He's overcooking. He's thinking too much, has too many strats he wants to pull off, right? So that I like. The part I don't like is laying low. Laying low for this archetype is poison. She's going to be on the block like all 3 weeks now, for sure. Especially with BB Blockbuster. I'm telling you, put Kelly on the block now. Put her on the block now immediately. This is not good for her at all. I think she's going to struggle. Getting to jury is going to be a hard task if you're laying low.
And the friends that I make, they're going to have a really hard time voting me off. I just know it.
It'll be so easy when it's 3 people and the other person that was the target goes and you are the pawn. With a 3-block season, with a BB Blockbuster and AI Arena, pawns do go home and have gone home. You cannot risk it.
Will you be the player to watch this season?
I'm the one to watch this summer because I'm quirky. I'm fun. I'm going to bring the fun dances and the fun songs to the house. I'm going to make everybody do little dance parties, even if they don't want to.
Terrifying. I will say, this is a personal ick. It's not against Kelly. It's a personal ick for me. I don't like when people self-diagnose as quirky. If someone says, I'm so quirky, I don't like that. Someone else can call you quirky. You can't call you quirky.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
So this year being the 25th anniversary of Big Brother, you can tell that it's a long-running show because of the drama and...
All right, so we got everything here because this is a Glaze minute here. All right, next person up is Lauren. All right, Lauren is 22, a bridal consultant from Lafayette, Louisiana. I believe our youngest house guest so far at 22.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
I'm Lauren.
Also 5 minutes.
I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana, and I'm a bridal consultant.
Why did you want to compete on Big Brother?
So, I'm a super competitive person, and I've been loving Big Brother for as long as I can remember. So competing in this competition means a lot to me.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
I don't think Big Brother has really seen somebody who is a super sweet Southern belle, but at the same time is willing to and will crush people in competitions if she needs to.
Chat, there's a lot more historians in here, a lot more bigger super fans than I am probably. Name a Southern belle that's kicked ass in competitions right now. Go. Please and thank you. Hit me with it. Holly?
And a super fan as well.
B15 sadly.
What's
Haley?
your strategy
Mackenzie?
going into the game?
So I think my strategy going into the house is going to be really sort of like taking in each
not Aaron.
person and sort of feeling people out, getting really close to them, and sort of figure out what their strategies are going to be and sort of build off of that. I think going in with a set strategy and trying to play too hard too fast always gets people in the beginning. So I think I will sort of lay low starting off. And
the one guy got
really
changed into the
start to
computer.
play a little bit later on.
What's your fan level
Sam?
with Big Brother?
Oh, fan level.
I am a super fan of the show. I used to watch growing up with my parents. That was sort of like our family time.
Okay.
So Big Brother means a lot to me, and it's so crazy to be here right now.
Okay.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
Oh, wow. This came early.
I think people keep coming back because it's such a well-rounded show. It has everything you could possibly think of. It has love, it has friendship, it has backstabbing, it has drama, it has competition. It has pretty much everything, and I think that each season sort of brings its own, style to it, and I think that's why people always tend to come back.
She's going to have a lot of fans, I think. My quick thought is, if we don't know what the rest of this interview is, right now, the impression I have as a drafter is this is someone I try and get with the 10th pick in the draft, if, I can, because young person has potential to do decent in comps, is young, can socialize, can stay up late, and also can be, in a showmance, maybe, as long as she says she'd be open to a showmance. So we'll see.
What are your biggest strengths?
So I think some strengths that I can bring into the game is that I'm a very competitive person. So I feel like I might thrive in competitions. I also love talking and connecting with people. So I feel like my social game is going to be something that's going to be a strength for me as well.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
Some weaknesses I think going into the game is going to be I'm sort of a very empathetic person, and I'm a very bad liar as well.
So I think that might be one of my
Appreciate
weaknesses.
Do you plan on keeping any secrets about yourself from the other house guests?
I might not tell the house guests that I'm a huge super fan because I feel like it might paint a target on my back. They might think that I know the game too well and that I'll know how to play it.
Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house?
I think that I would be more of a hero this summer, but I can be a villain if I need to.
Would you be open for a showmance?
I think that if I can use it to my advantage, I would maybe do a showmance.
Okay, there we
go. Definitely
go.
the end goal is going to be winning. So if a showmance takes me further, then
yeah, I'm solid on my thought. I think 9th pick, 8th pick, 10th pick, steal, but not a first round pick.
I plan to crush my enemies in the house in competition. I feel like I'm not the most malicious person, but I think my competitiveness can sort of like speak for itself in a way.
Okay.
What will be your secret weapon in the house?
I think my secret weapon is that I can sort of like get close to people. I'm also a really good like observer and learner, so I think I might like sort of take a backseat, sort of listen to conversations and what people are talking about, and sort of use that to my advantage later on.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
To be a house guest on Big Brother this season is absolutely insane. It's totally beyond me. I feel like I'm like living outside of my body right now, but it's so incredibly exciting. I'm 22 years old, so I am a pretty young house guest, but I feel like being young, I can sort of use that to my advantage. I think a lot of people are going to think that I'm just like this sweet young girl who wants to be on TV, but what they won't know is that I'm an absolute super fan and will do whatever it takes to win.
What are some standout moments for you from the past
Youngest
25
being
years
disadvantage,
of
I
Big
agree
Brother?
with.
Two iconic moments that I love are Dan's funeral and Keisha's birthday, just because...
Yep, that's all I need to know. She knows ball. She has ball knowledge. She has ball knowledge. That answer alone, I think, pushes her up like 3 spots in the draft. I'm telling you right now, that answer alone might make her be picked 3rd overall. Someone's going to pick her early. She knows ball. She has ball knowledge.
They stirred up so much drama in the house and sort of like brought out everybody's personalities, and it was just so much fun to watch.
What's on your Big Brother bucket list?
Oh gosh, there's so much on my BB bucket list this summer. Seeing Zingbot playing in the iconic games like OTEV, Hide and Go Veto, meeting Miss Julie. There's so many moments that I just can't wait for.
What will be the easiest and hardest parts of being a house guest?
Well, I think the hardest part about being in the house this summer is going to be being away from my family, because I'm super, super close with my family. So I feel like that's going to be super tough for me. The easiest part about being in the Big Brother house is going to be being in LA with a backyard and a pool.
All right. We've got Mickey is the next one. Mickey Lee. Hello, Mickey. Event curator, 35 from Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go.
To start, tell us.
Hold on. I want to lower the speed here. We might have to speed up, chat, because there's one more. There's Morgan's video is available also. And I want to get to that because I do have to leave in about 15 or so minutes. So
A little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
So, for those that don't know, I am Mickey, and I am an event curator based in Atlanta. I have literally done the most girliest things as well as the roughest things, from ROTC.
I think that's glitter.
Heck, planning birthday parties and whatever else you could think of. I dominate in a city that is full of men. I have to do a lot of business with them and dominate easily. And so I think I'll win the Big Brother house
First
just because I
impression stream?
have
What
the
you mean,
talent
Perzo?
of being very charming, being very, I guess, a person that people don't think
it's
is
not
a threat.
edible glitter.
And I think I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to be a neutral party. I'm going to be everyone's, favorite person. And then when it's time, I'm going to strike and make my move.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
Okay, so being on Big Brother this year, honestly, it makes me, I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I feel like I'm supposed to be here. I have like little butterflies in my stomach, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, let's kick some butt and let's make it happen. Then there's also like, it's a game, but then at the same time, I'm so excited to meet new people. I think I have a whirlwind of emotions, but the most important emotion is the fact that I'm about to win this entire competition. And I'm nosy too. I'm wondering like, what the heck is going on in the world, I want to know, like, I don't know, did Drake drop a new album yesterday? I'm not sure. I wonder what's going on. I wonder, did it rain all day today again in Atlanta? Like it's been doing for the past like 3 weeks, which is turned into Seattle. Why, I don't know.
Why did you want to compete on Big Brother?
I wanted to compete on Big Brother because I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't feel like a lot of people get to come on the show and show America what they have. And I think that's exactly what I want to do. I want to show the world what I can do and what I'm capable of. And that's me winning $750,000.
What's your strategy going into the game?
So my strategy in the house is definitely going to be a person that no one pays attention to in the beginning. I want to be the girl's girl. I want to be everyone's favorite, everyone's friend, making everyone feel good about themselves. I do believe that the more that you ask about others and the more you invest in others allows them to feel better about themselves.
I think she's going to get recruited into that girls' alliance, I think.
And see you less as a threat. So that's actually my strategy. So
See, someone like her, I think she can be someone who lays low and not worry. I think she's socially gonna be fine. But someone like Kelly, I would be worried for doing the same thing, basically.
being all about others, being all about other people, and being someone that's in the background until it's time for me to actually be in the forefront. And when I do that, that is when I'm going to make all of my moves and make sure that I come out on top.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
25 years of Big Brother is
I agree,
amazing. And I
Pam.
honestly think that
She's
people
authentic.
love this show so much because it's real, it's raw, and it allows the house guests to be the ultimate the decision makers for who wins and who takes home that money. I think it's very entertaining, and it's the one and only reality show that I know personally that uses real life people and puts them in real life situations with others and to determine who gets out on top. I think that's the most unique thing. It's not scripted and it's fun. I don't think that
Hey,
exists
she's
anymore.
bringing it back, Ichiami.
Why will you be the player to watch this season?
So I will definitely be the one to watch this summer because I'm going to bring a lot of energy, a lot of flair, a lot of charm, all into the Big Brother house. I will be the one that is definitely going to dominate with nothing but femininity while wearing pink and kicking butt. I don't think you've seen that or heard of that before. So definitely watch out for me because I will be the one to watch.
Would you
Good
be
answer.
open for a showmance?
I will definitely not be in a showmance. I don't see that happening for me. I'm here for one thing and that one thing only, and that is to win this money. I'm not here to find a man or a husband. Listen, I live in Atlanta.
Chat, I don't give a fuck. Like, we can all have different favorites. I don't care who wins. Ultimately, I want, I'm rooting for a good winner, but whatever. The one thing all of that was to just say, the one thing I love is that I'm hearing a lot of people just here for the money. Like, I think being here for the money makes me feel good.
In Georgia, there's a plethora of men out there. I can find one easily. I'm not here for that at all. I'm here for the money.
Will you be more of a hero or a villain in the house?
See, will I be a hero or a villain? I think it depends on how you look at me, right? I think to some I might be a villain just because I'm coming in being very intentional with my strategy and, wanting people to be my friend just to obviously, overcome them. But then some people might think I'm a hero because, at least I'm being honest about it. I think there's a good balance. So maybe I'll be a villain hero. Hero villain. Hero villain. Ooh, I just made up a word. I'll be a hero villain.
What will be your
hero
secret
villain
weapon in the house?
My secret weapon in the Big Brother house is definitely going to be my charm. A little bit of flirting, which gets me a long way sometimes, and just being a genuine person, or at least to what, they might think is a genuine person.
What's your fan level with Big Brother?
I wouldn't consider myself a super fan, no. I have become a fan over the past couple of years, yes. I do remember some episodes when I was a kid, and then I remember most recently starting to watch everything when we hit season 24 is when I started getting locked back in again. So, I got hip to like the cookout and all the other things, and then since then, I have been an avid watcher, yeah.
What are some standout moments for you from the past 25 years of Big Brother?
I'll be honest, my favorite Big Brother moment in history, so in all the episodes that I've watched or seasons I've watched, would have to be the cookout for me. I think that was the most powerful thing I've ever seen on Big Brother.
Yes.
And it made me proud. Obviously, I hadn't even thought of being a part of Big Brother at the time, but in that moment, I felt proud to see people that...
This is exactly why the cookout mattered for people who may have still not understood it all the years later.
look like me doing such exceptional things for other people that look like me as well. I think it was really cool. I definitely will be the one that will win Big Brother just because I want it bad enough. And I do think that me being here aligns with the purpose of being a winner. I don't lose, and win is pretty much in the middle of my name. So it's kind of like a must that it has to happen.
What are your biggest strengths?
Some of my strengths, I'm very charming. I'm a charmer. I think I'm very, very intentional. I am very good at observing others and reading people very well and quickly. I think I'm good at allowing people to like me, which I don't even know that's a good strength, but it works well for me. People seem to like flock to me. So I think those are all strengths for sure.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
What are my weaknesses? My weaknesses are definitely, I am emotional. I am an emotional being. I have a very hard shell that it looks like on the outside, but on the inside, I'm like a ball of putty. So I'm a crybaby. That is one of my greatest weaknesses, for sure.
What will be your approach to the competitions?
I might try to hide a little bit that I have a little bit of athleticism and I do have a little bit of a kick butt type of mentality. I think I might hold off on that just a smidge. But
What's
I
her
think
name?
I'll read the
Mickey.
balance. It could be where I let it show immediately or maybe not. I haven't decided yet.
How will you crush your enemies?
I plan to crush my enemies by being the person that they least suspect. I plan to crush my enemies by being their ally, being the person that they think will not do any harm, have anything up on them, by being just a neutral party. So I think I'm going to use my softness, my femininity, and just my charm to make myself seem as though I won't do anything wrong that will harm any others.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
I am bringing elevated experiences to the show. I am going to bring a whole vibe, which is me. I'm going to bring charm, sass, and just a lot of intentionality, I should say. I'm sorry. A lot of intentionality I don't think has existed here in the house before, and just a lot of me. No one has ever experienced Mickey.
What's on your Big Brother bucket list?
So BB bucket list for me. So number one for sure is OTEV. That's like a must. I want to play in OTEV. And then two, I'm ready to get roasted by Zingbot because I think it's kind of funny. It's kind of cute. And then number three, Big Brother bucket list for me is I want to do, I don't remember the name of the game, but it's like we have to hide things in the house and go and find them. Those are the three for sure that I'm looking forward to the most.
What will be the easiest and hardest parts of being a house guest?
Ooh, I think the hardest part of being a house guest this summer is going to be the cleanliness. So I've heard that we have to clean the house ourselves and all of that good stuff. And I think that, my standard of cleaning might not be the same as everyone else's. So it's going to be very hard for me. And then I think another hard part of being in the house this summer is going to be being away from all of my friends and family because I miss them so much. And I think the easiest part for me about being in the house is just being able to just be myself.
No, but low key, after the house we've gotten, I really would be mad if they make it dirty. It's such a beautiful house. Keep the house.
You can't go to Atlanta and not get lemon pepper wings. Like, it's going to change your life.
Yeah, I don't know what prompted that, but she's 100% valid. Lemon pepper wings are goated. Especially if you can get lemon pepper wet. It's just a different level. All right. Morgan. The 33-year-old gamer from LA. A fellow Twitch streamer, I hear.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from, and what you do.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Morgan. I am a Palm Springs girl at heart, but I'm located in Los Angeles, California. And I'm a model and
love
gamer.
it.
What's your reaction to getting to play Big Brother?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I need to pinch myself because I'm actually in the diary room. Like, hello, we all know the iconic diary room. It is very comfortable, I will have you know. That's crazy. That is actually nuts.
Okay, she so far is giving me authentically a fan.
Wow, I can't wait to turn this house upside down. Oh, this is gonna be so freaking cool. Y'all just wait. We're in for it. I'm gonna come in here, make sure you guys are ready. Bring your teacups. I'm gonna bring the hot and steaming tea. Serve it up. I hope you guys are ready for it.
Why will you win Big Brother?
I'm gonna win Big Brother because these house guests are gonna have no idea that this gamer girl is here to rock their world. I'm keeping that secret because, hello, if I tell them that I'm a gamer, they're gonna boot me right out. So I'm just gonna keep this little model-esque persona to go on and hopefully sneak by and take the whole thing home.
What are you bringing to the show that nobody has seen before?
Well, I don't know if you guys have had a gamer girl yet, so I'm really excited to represent for the...
Fuck, I haven't seen anything else yet. We haven't seen enough, but low-key, she's number 1 for me. We're not even a minute into this.
Gamer girls out there, but I also just think that my just like natural bubbly personality is going to be really fun to see in the house. I'm a goofball and I'm a nerd. I mean, come on, like I just think that's really fun. And I think last but not least, I'll probably bring my humor, which I think is hilarious. Maybe people like to laugh at me, but that's fine. I mean, as long as we're both laughing, right?
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how
Being
that
shady?
prepared you for Big Brother.
So I'm a former Division I track athlete. I was raised to be determined, to be strong-willed, to be resilient, and to keep fighting no matter what. And I feel like Big Brother is that. Like, you have to keep fighting no matter if you're on the block, even if you're HOH. We have seen people win HOHs and go home the next week. Like, it does not matter how high up you are. You can be at the bottom the next week. So no matter what, I'm going to come in, fight as long as I possibly can. And if I have to take some people down with me, I'm going to do it.
Who mentioned that she does GTA RP? For those of you who don't know, that's Grand Theft Auto, the video game. RP is roleplay. You embody a different character and you just play Grand Theft Auto in character, talking to other people who you do not know. And your whole thing is making content. You're trying to make content, funny moments. You're getting into storylines. I think that level of improv is actually pretty cool to you know, have as experience coming into this. So I think that's very underrated. So keep that in mind. It's something I've wanted to get into for years, but I've not done so.
What's your fan level with Big Brother?
So I am not a super fan, but my mom loves Big Brother. Her and I had watched seasons 5 and 6 when I was in high school. That's gonna age me a little bit. It's okay. Proud to be 33, first of all. But
hey, 33, 92.
I just want to do this for my family. They do everything for me. We do everything for each other. We're a very small knit family, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. So I want to win this whole thing to be able to buy a house for my family and get them out of just what they've been fighting so hard to escape from, which is just
Model Morg is her username.
not being able to own their own home. Or
you know what? Let's doubt she's ever been here. How can I live? Can you look up if someone has seen our stream before or been here before? How do I look at that up? We'll drop a follow to Morgan right now. We'll try. Sounds good, Liv. Sounds good. She is not someone who is in this chat.
do things like that. There's just so much that I want to give to them, and I want to prove to myself that I can do this. Like I said, I've watched a couple seasons when I was growing up. Thought it was cool. I mean, for me as an athlete, I'm like, oh, I see these comps. Like, get me out there in the wall comp. Get me out there in BB comics. Like, let me show these people that just because I'm not an athlete anymore doesn't mean I can't compete and win these games.
What's your strategy going into the game?
Okay, so strategy-wise, and before you guys come for me, hear me out. I am not going to come out guns blazing trying to win everything. As much as my competitive heart wants to do that, I have not seen a success story where someone just comes in and wins everything and wins the whole game. It would be nice if I could do that, but I honestly feel like, for me, creating the smallest amount of target is just going to be what's best for me. So I'm going to lean on my social game and just keep in my back pocket that I'm a gamer girl that has a lot of strategies coming their way. So I'll pull those out when I need to.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
I think Big Brother has been such a success because, just like they say, I feel like I'm going to crush my enemies in the game through my social game. Now, I'm a former Division I track athlete, so I feel like naturally I'm competitive. I'm going to want to win every physical competition, but the whole thing of this game is not to win everything. It's to win when you have to. So I'm going to take that gamer knowledge and decide when I'm going to win and just rely on my social game to take me along the way.
What are your biggest strengths?
So, gamer girl here. My main game is a...
Her thing is gamer girl, just like we had Aura from Ava earlier, for sure.
First-person shooter game, but I also love playing survival games. So for me, when it comes to my first-person shooter games, I play a battle royale, and essentially that is the final...
#1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we're about to get down.
Team standing wins. So you have to decide what angles you're going to take, maybe what transitions, what legends you're going to play. So for me, I'm going to take that into the house and decide when I'm going to pull out, maybe what personality. Maybe I'm being a little flirty today, or maybe I'm being a little devious today, or maybe I'm just being, myself. But we'll see. But I think being a gamer is going to be super helpful in the house to navigate, what angle I want to take.
What are your biggest weaknesses?
I feel like the one thing I'm a little nervous about going to Big Brother house is I'm an empath. I feel for a lot of people, and
all right, so I have to chat. I really have to leave in like 3-4 minutes here, just because I do have a therapy appointment to get to. But we have to quickly glance at Riley and see what's up.
To start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us your name, where you're from.
Oh, she's invited to Dr. Goose already, sight unseen.
And what you do.
My name's Riley Jeffries. I'm from Luther, Oklahoma, and I'm a professional bull rider.
What's your reaction to
Whistlenut, welcome back.
getting to play Big Brother?
Oh man, being a house guest on Big Brother this season is the freaking best thing that's ever happened to me, man. I mean, it's like just thinking about it each and every single day. It's cutting down closer and closer. Just being, I mean,
why did you want to compete on Big Brother?
Being a house guest, it's just everything I've always dreamed. It's everything I've always wanted in life. I never expected to be sitting in the freaking DR right now, but
a fan.
Here I am, and everything happens for a reason. And I'm just, I don't know. I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed, and man, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. I would say I'm a super fan. My mom and dad are super fans. My brother, my sister, they're all.
He is country, Chris. Yes.
Super fans. I mean, they've literally watched it since season 1, you know. And I just seeing them. It's been like everybody watches it. When everybody that watches it is like, oh, I want to go do that. I want to go do that. Like I want to go. And like, I'm here. Like, I get a chance to actually go win this deal, and I'm not going. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let it slip out of my fingertips. They're going to have to try to yank it. They're going to try to pull this from me as hard as I can. All of y'all out there. I mean,
hopefully,
to get me out of this place.
Tom.
Man, it's gonna be a hard time because I'm here, and I'm here.
Oh my God, chat, relax.
I'm here to win. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm here to win.
What makes Big Brother such a successful show after 25 years?
It's a house, and you bring different types of individuals into it, and then you put them all together, and then it's like you see those types of different people in this world can actually get along and can actually have a relationship. It don't matter what race you are. It don't matter what what you like or what you believe in.
The only
thing that matters is right in that moment. You know, we can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. We have to be with each other. So either you're gonna like each other or you're not. So you're in there for a couple months. So you might as well just make the best of it. I love everybody. I really do, man. There's not a person in this world that I don't love. I ain't even met everybody in this world, but I love everybody.
That's thoughtful.
What's your strategy going into the game?
So my strategy going into the Big Brother house is just cool, calm, and collective. I'm gonna go in and be myself. I'm not gonna be too much or be too little. I'm not gonna stand off and make people think I'm like a weirdo. I'm just trying to exclude myself. I want to surround myself. I'm not like usually the type of person that is a follower, but in this game you kind of got to be a follower. You got to follow, go with the flow. So I'm just gonna go with the flow. My strategy
Donnie
is
upside, Cameron downside.
Is to just be myself. Compete.
If he makes jury, is he a lock for top? I mean, not a guarantee at all.
How I compete, I'm not gonna. I got different types of stuff. I know when to kind of just throw some competitions or whatever, or to keep my safety in the house. I've been watching it for so long that I've picked different pieces and different people out of the show and took the good and what helped them out of their season and put it into trying to put it into one person. So we'll see how it happens.
Tell us a little bit about your life in the outside world and how that has.
All right, actually, chat, it is 101 here. All right, chat, this has been very fun. We went through 14 house guests, so we're only missing 2 that you and I didn't get to watch together. So apologies that I'm not going to be able to do that. I do have to leave here, but I hope you had fun. Once again, I think this was a huge success. Big shout out to Mike Bloom for providing those videos early and quick. I really do appreciate it, Mike. Shout out to you. Once again, if you can, please click on his link. Give him the support he deserves. And please go and check out Sharon's podcast as well. Another friend of the stream who always provides you the scoop exclusively every chance she gets. The 2 of them are legends here, and we appreciate both of them. You can also go check out Rob and Taryn, who are talking about the cast. As far as Twitch goes, we're going to go ahead and raid Quinn, who was in the chat earlier hanging out. And then I believe started his own stream as well. So we're going to go ahead and go over to Quinn. So y'all can go say hello to Quinn. He is, I believe, talking about the cast as well. So we'll do that. Thank you so much for that, Liv. I do appreciate it. All right. I appreciate y'all, chat. You take care. I'll be back here real soon to talk more. In fact, hold on. What's my tomorrow looking like? Fuck, I have an appointment tomorrow. I can't. Thursday. I think I can do a stream on Thursday. Mike, thank you, Mike. Seriously. Thank you. Shout out to you, the MVP. Thank you. But yeah, so I think I'll be back. I can be back Thursday before the premiere, maybe. That would be fun. That could be a good time. All right. Y'all take care. Have a good one.